All right, creatures, what's going on? It is Thursday night. Y'all know what that means. We have Ring of Honor. I was pressing the go live button, at least I thought I was, and nothing happened because I wasn't pressing it. I really wasn't. All right, we are starting off with the ladies in action. Proven Grounds match. We have our forever champion, Athena. She's going to be having a oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's going to be going one on one with Bert Bixen in a proving grounds match. I believe this was taped last night because I they didn't announce anything until like maybe 2 3 hours ago that they were actually going to do a show. They were supposed to be doing their global wars show with Athena's promotion, and since they had the issues with the weather last weekend, they canceled Collision, so they didn't get a chance to film it. So I don't know if they'll be able to do that this Saturday. We'll see because I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, she looks so gorgeous. She really does. All right, y'all know the rules. You gotta last 10 minutes, or you gotta pin or submit the champion within that 10 minutes to earn a title shot. Hello, Riley. How are you? Daniel Berry Sports is in the house. Hello, 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 hello. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Athena wrestle. I feel like damn, was the last time at the pay-per-view? Like maybe a month ago. No, more than a month ago. Okay, so they just announced it just now. So they're going to be doing the Metroplex Wrestling Ring of Honor Global Wars. That's going to air next weekend, but they're going to tape it this weekend. So I'll be right there. I'll be right there watching. Rally said, "Did you see the PWI awards, Tati? Like Harley Cameron most improved wrestler. That's the only thing I saw. I didn't see anything else. I didn't really realize there was actual awards going on. I just thought Harley got a special award for something. She's absolutely improved." Absolutely improved. And I would say, like, in the past 2 years, like, I remember seeing her and just thinking, oh my God, I don't know if this is going to work out, but at least you're pretty and talented at everything else. But she has improved in the ring. So I think she absolutely deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. She's put in a lot of work, especially within the last year. And I could totally see why she would win an award like that. Athena, it don't gotta be long. We can wrap this up real quick. Okay, so the fans vote on that. All right. Well, I wonder like who else people voted for because, like I said, she's definitely improved. I'm trying to think who else has improved within. If we're talking about what was it for like 2025, who improved from last year? I wonder who else people voted for. Athena. No, so I didn't see who else was on there. So honestly, I don't know. I didn't really realize they were doing all that. But congrats to Harley Cameron. Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Do you hear that, Hook? Do you hear that? I love how she's being so antagonizing. She's smiling. She's being absolutely aggressive. And her opponents is just like, I want this to be over, but I do want to win so I get a title shot. I know, like 10 minutes. It seems like 10 minutes is super quick, but like imagine being in the match with somebody for 10 minutes. That's not quick. Every second probably feels like 2 or 3 extra seconds. So it's not that, it's not as quick as it seems. Oh, well, all right. Then she manhandling her. All right. Athena goes to the cover. Bert Brixton kicks out. She's like, oh, she bleeding. Oh, her nose. Oh, Bert Vixen nose is leaking. That does happen. Maxine Dupree for most improved. Oh, for you would pick Maxine for most improved. That's another good one. That's another good one. So I'll check it out and check out the list and see who was on there. Because like I said, I had no clue. I had no clue. I know like I think it's people who subscribe to PWI who have like subscriptions that are the ones who get to vote. I don't have a subscription, so I couldn't have vote. But it's interesting to see what fans thinks about things because sometimes, oh no, Athena. Because the thing is that sometimes when you see like other companies doing their own vote, like what they count is different from what the fans might say. I do think that they do keep in consideration what fans might say, but it's not always the same. Not always the same. It's on X, lots of awards. No, so I have not been on X because after the whole all that political shit this past week or whatever, like X is so it's a war zone on X, by the way. So I for my sanity, I try not to go on there as often, unfortunately. Oh, Red Vixen looked like she's trying to get this. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. If she can make this 10 minutes, she'll get it. Oh, I feel like we got a few women's matches on tonight. Let's go, Athena. To be honest, I mean I don't see Britt Vixen winning, but it would be nice to see somebody in the feud with Athena. Somebody. Sandman, hello, how are you? Were you shocked? Andrade beat Swerve like I was, and speed recovery to Jake. Oh my god. Oh, Jake Doyle. Oh, I can't even. First things first, I was not shocked about Andrade winning because that's what I wanted. I love Swerve, but I wanted something different. And I was like, why? Swerve is still in the title picture. And I was just like, all right, we love you, but it would be nice to see someone else in this situation. So I wanted Andrade to win. So I was cool with that. Now, Jake Doyle being injured, I am not cool with that at all. Oh, Athena manhandling her right now. Let's get her back to the ring to make sure we stay under the 10 minutes. So I didn't realize that he was injured. It just felt like they were going to win. Like, at least to me, it felt like they were going to win. So they did show the spot where Cash Wheeler he pulled his arm, but we're watching. We don't know if somebody's actually physically injured, but from right there, we didn't. Oh, hold on. Red Vixen taps. That's what happened when you get in the ring with a champion. Our forever champion with the win. This is light work. Light work. So back to Jake Doyle thing. Like I said, I didn't realize that he was physically hurt. What I realized was that it seemed like Mark Davis was by himself for a little bit. And I was like, well, where the hell is Jake? So when what's his name? Moxley and them came over there, I was just like, yo, nothing from Jake. And then here we go. This morning, I hear news about Jake being injured. And I'm just like, we were just cooking. We were just cooking. When I see Jake Doyle and Mark Davis together, it does something to me that I absolutely enjoy. Oh, well, hold on. Here is Diamante and Billy Starks. They're attacking Rick Vixen. I mean, it's bad enough that she really lost, but getting attacked too? Oh, well. Oh, that's a cute top, Billy. Who the hell is this? Who's this? Maya World High Why are they here? What they wearing? What is this? A Puerto Rican gear or something? I don't know. This is kind of strange because like the last time we did see Maya World and Britt Vixen, they were in that, what was it, a trios or 8-man tag match, and they actually turned heel in the match. Would seem like they turned heel in the match, and here they are saving people. Tony Khan, let's get it together. But yes, Jake Doyle, it's not looking good. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. Hopefully, it's just like, put some ice on it, or let's bring Tati over to put some kisses on your boo boo type of thing, and then we're back in like another 2-3 weeks. Like I'm okay with that, but hopefully not injured where he's going to be out for an extended amount of time. I mean, I was so excited. I was really excited about these two being together. We'll see what happens. Oh, GM in the chat. Hey, you watching Ring of Honor? Look at you, GM. Well, we do have the infantry in Trish Adora. I need that shirt. Okay, this is a new girlfriend that we've been seeing. Damn, how tall is she? Runway model. Let me see her face. All right, he said he met her in Paris. She's a runway model. So I'm not interested in none of this modeling stuff. Can you wrestle, homegirl? Can you wrestle? I like her bra though. I would wear that. Absolutely would wear that. Okay, her name is Christian. And Carly Bravo is introducing her to Trish and Shondine. Shondine single? Shondine Captain? You single? Oh no, he's asking them for her to join what, STP? Does she? All right. I'm trying to keep a straight face here, but with Sean Dean's stomach just poking out like that, it's just like, what the hell? Does she have sisters? I mean, we it looked like we got a new girl, at least on STP. I don't know if she wrestles or not, so I can't say how I feel about it. I'll tell you, we are full. We are full. I can't just be bringing the girlfriends backstage and stuff. If she can't wrestle, keep her at home. Keep her at home. Who this? Oh, Anthony Henry, Lord. I haven't seen Anthony Henry in the ring in a while. Oh my God, that man is in amazing shape, Lord. Just how I like it. Just how I like it. Riley said, yeah, Indie Wrestler of the Year have a guest. Tati, I chose her too. Green hair, Shotzi. Okay. I mean, she's done her thing this past year. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that being the case. I can see that. I wonder if anybody voted for Bear Bronson. I heard that he just got signed to who this? Adam Priest. Oh Lord. Oh, this is gonna be a slobber knocker. Oh, Adam Priest, Anthony Henry. What have I done to get this? Is it Christmas? Yeah. So I heard that Bear Bronson got signed to TNA, which honestly I thought they been said it, but I guess not. He's done well in the Indies as well, so some of y'all might remember him from being on Ring of Honor. All right. Well, hold on, cameraman. Hold on. All right. All right. Yeah. So yes, I am still heartbroken. I am still heartbroken. Oh God. Um, Sandman said, "What does GM stand for?" By the way, you know what? I never even asked. I thought GM was. I thought it was general manager. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was like a wrestling thing. I never even asked. Riley said, I remember seeing her on AEW Dark, especially Elevated episode. Yeah, Elevation episode. I remember that. Game Master. I used to run a lot of table games. Well, I just found out something new. I had no clue that that's what GM stand for. Well, you learn something new every day. All right, all right. We got these two in here in the ring. I am excited. Haven't seen Adam Priest in one-on-one action a little bit. He's been mostly doing tag matches with Tommy for a while now. This was from yesterday. This is what was that yesterday again? Oh, Austin, Texas. I would like to go to Austin. It seems nice. It seems capital words. I would definitely like to see that. I mean, I have been in Texas for a little over 2 years, and I haven't gotten a chance to really explore. Like Texas is huge, and it's known for, their independent wrestling scene. So I gotta get out there. Did you see Andrade's stroke? Yes, I did. It looks horrible. That was from the house call that Swerve gave him. Then typically it looks like typically he aims like for the head, like the side of the head, but this time it looked like he aimed obviously lower than the head. So his neck is all messed up right now. It all bruised up. Could you imagine? I hope he's all right though. I hope he's all right. Oh, nice drop kick. Oh, Adam Priest, what gym you go to? Oh, all right. Yes, I do really enjoy Adam Priest and Tommy Billington as a team. I would honestly say, um, it can't just be about like what you do in the ring, wrestling wise, even though that's the best part. They haven't done enough like talking segments where you get a chance to hear from them and see vignettes and things like that. And I feel like if they did more of those, more people would definitely enjoy this team and probably want them to get tagged on titles somewhat in the near future. So I've been enjoying them. They've been feuding with Jay Lethal along with the Swirl. They've been feuding for a little bit. Diamante got engaged at a New Year's. Yes, Shakira Hogan. I didn't know they were together. Man, they've been together for so long, bro. They've been together for a really long time. So yes, congrats. Everybody getting engaged, married, people having babies and everything. Is I guess that time of the year. I guess so. Not me. Not me. No babies, no engagement, nothing. Just watching wrestling. That's it. And nothing else. All right. And, Adam Priest is getting his ass handed to him. Oh, I love this aggression from Anthony Henry. Oh. Now I do love Anthony Henry when he does singles action, but I do enjoy him with JD Drake when they're doing tag matches as well. They're a really great team. They're awesome together. I really do enjoy them. I don't know what's happened. I know that they've had like back-to-back injuries where it's just like, okay, we're good. Now I'm injured and you're okay. Now I came back. Now you're injured. It's like those type of things. And it's really unfortunate when that happened with tag teams. So I don't know what's going on with JD. I hope he's all right. Oh, Adam Priest. All right, he's trying to get back in there. He's like, look, I'm not gonna let you whip my ass. I'm gonna try to get this little W. Adam Priest looked like he's short, but he's probably taller. He's most likely taller than me for sure. Absolutely. All right. Why is the crowd quiet? Like what the fuck? There's no way. There's no way. Oh, and I do want to say that I was delighted to see the news of Clark Connors, our dog. Clark Connors will be at Collision this weekend. Oh my God, I get to drool right in front of him. Oh, that man is beautiful. It's beautiful. Riley said, has Yana been on? Well, since she's won the, about to say tag title, since she's won the pure title, she has been on twice. She did two tag matches that I remember with Madison Rain. then Madison Rayne decided that that was her last match ever, so she's retired. But since then, we haven't seen Deonna wrestle. Now, last week she did say that she is looking for somebody who want to challenge her, whoever it is that's brave enough to step up to the plate to go for her title. So we haven't got any ladies brave enough to want to go against Deonna. So we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait. Gotta be brave enough to step up to the champ. I mean, it's killing me how quiet these people are. It's killing me. I don't like it. Oh no, a pile driver, devastating. What his finisher? I have no clue what's his finisher. The Adam Priest trying to get this little win. GM says, shit, Bozilla got an ACL tear. Oh, what? It's that time of the year with the injuries, apparently. ACL, that is not good. Not good. And what happened to what they said about what was it they said about Jake? The exact injury. Like I said, I don't know how bad it is, but hopefully not that bad. Especially with this little civil war that we got going on within AEW with the Don Callis family. And what? I don't appreciate roll-ups. I don't appreciate roll-ups for the win. Like, what am I supposed to do? Congratulate you? Adam Priest with the win. Barely a win. What music they got playing for him? I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's run it back, Rad. Let's run it back with these two. The crowd was too quiet for me. Do it again in Texas. Oh, Tommy Billington up next, going against Aaron Solo. All right. All right, Aaron Solo coming out first. Sammy said Bear is with the system now. When? They just announced this then. This must have been last week. I thought he was already in. I thought he was already in the group. And no, not the group. I thought he was already in TNA already, since he was on there like over a month ago. So they, like I said, I seen him announce this today that he is part of TNA. I guess maybe like a little trial run before they start signing people, I guess. All right, Tommy Billington. Tommy Billington got a new song. Oh, all right. I don't know if I like it. I don't like it. But Tommy. When I say I want y'all wearing baby oil, this is what I'm talking about. What Tommy doing? I want y'all in the back to see the amount of baby oil Tommy got on, and do that too. I like that. What? I don't like the song. Anthony Henry remembered his weird story. Him. Oh yes, he was fired when he was injured, and everybody was just like, there's no way. How y'all firing people when people down and out? And they brought him back, so I'm glad he's back. But I want to see him more, hell of a lot more. David Bunn, hello, hun. How are you? Well, so while we were talking about the whole situation with Don Callis family and Death Riders, I don't know how involved like Andrade is going to be in that, since he's been putting his eyes out on the AEW World Title. So the numbers game is definitely an issue for Death Riders, and it seemed like Pac is injured, because I didn't see Pac at all last night. The last time we saw Pac, he had crutches, so it's not looking good. All right, Tommy, who doing your gear, Tommy? We're gonna have to work on that. TNA all going on people leaving, people signing Dana Brooke, Bear Bronson today and yesterday for TNA. Okay, well, they got a couple of people coming on in. And oh, sounds like a perfume ash by Elegance. Well, she did say she retired like months ago, so I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Um, but hey, if they're able to get, people who want to sign, they really need to do better with their show. From what I saw, I just did not enjoy it. And for me, like, it's not that I don't want them to be successful or anything. Like, I love pro wrestling. I want every company to be able to enjoy success. TNA has just been around for too long for the foolishness that went on 2 weeks ago in that premiere episode. They've been around for too long. So, best of luck to them. Best of luck. All right, Aaron Solo showing off. Showing off. All right, they got a couple of people shouting for Aaron Solo. Well, I mean, he is, I guess, a baby face now. Since he's been with the pizza people from Costco, the TikTok family. So since he's joined them with QT, he's been somewhat of a baby face. This situation here, I don't know what they're considering this to be. So it's whatever. Two guys in the ring here. One of them gonna win. Robert Brown, hello, RB. How are you? All right, all right. What is this? Shibata versus JD Drake. Oh my god. Um. All right, we need to. All right. Well, at least we got a chance to see Shibata tonight. But what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on with Shibata now that the whole situation with him not being champion? He needs to have a singles title. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would put a singles title on Shibata. Absolutely. I saw some pictures. Apparently, Kenta posted some pictures of him in Orlando with Shibata. I guess like the past week or whatever. There was several pictures, and like Shibata with a cute, I think it was a cat in his hand, and he kind of looked like he was smiling. Kind of looked like he was kind of enjoying himself. God forbid we see Shibata enjoying himself. God forbid. All right, Tommy. Tommy, baby, we need to work on the gear. We really do. Come on, Rev. You gotta be ready to count. Y'all don't realize like being a referee is not easy. Like you have to have a lot of stamina. You have to be able to be ready and watching everything to make sure that when it's time to count, it's time to count. When somebody cheating, they cheating. You got to call it out. You got to call everything out. I don't think I could be a referee, especially being distracted by all these men. I don't think I can do it. I couldn't be a referee. I couldn't be a security guard. Like, the security guards that they have around the ring. I could never do that because I would just be too busy watching the matches and not focus on security in the place, basically. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Tommy, let's wrap it up. Power driver. All right. All right. Another. All right. Another power driver for the win, right? Um, I didn't care about this. I didn't care about this. I don't know what it is. Maybe they were rushing or something. We got to slow it down in the ring sometimes. We got to slow it down. Jake tore his bicep. He said that to FTR when they have. Y'all heard him say it. I didn't hear that. Oh, Rocky Romero. Well, Rocky did not deserve that last night at all. All right. Rocky called Tommy Billet, not Tommy, Adam Priest. Adam Priest dressed like somebody 50-year-old uncle. My God. Rocky calling him out. What's going on? I want that Don Callis little jacket thing that Rocky got with Uncle Don's face in the back. I like it. I would wear it. Wait a minute. I know you're not talking shit about the Don Callis family. Adam Priest, come on. What are you going for? Adam Priest said he want to go against Okada. Well, hold on now. I didn't know I wanted that. Is that what he's trying to say? Okada did sell out the Tokyo Dome the other day. He did. I mean, Okada's gonna have to put that title on the line at some point. Does it matter who? Probably not. Collision. Oh, I'll be there. Did he just say Adam Priest versus Okada on Thursday? I mean, on Saturday? All right, all right, all right. JD Dre coming out. He's on. He's going on to the ring. We haven't seen JD in here in a while. Yeah, I need to go back and see what happened with Jake during that match because I didn't realize that he was injured at that point. I think we all forgot allegedly FTR is still feuding with Adam and Christian. I remembered. I'm done waiting. I'm done. You know, they've been gone since, was it All Out? I want to say it was All Out. Oh, but hold on, Shibata, my God. That man, he is so dreamy. Shibata. Look at everybody cheering for Shibata. He don't want to hear it. He's here to take care of business, and he's out. He's out. Um, I mean, don't forget, he's still part of the ops. That's that guy with the he's always wearing the green jumpsuit with the hat and he always had the neck brace on because baby, there's no way your neck could be broken for this long. Oh yeah, this was from last night because I see Jesus over there on the side. Shabana, all right, all right. I feel like we were just I feel like I just seen Rick Knox doing all the matches so far today, like literally. Yeah, so the whole thing with FTR, Uncle Adam, my stepdaddy, I'm done waiting. Why should we have to wait? So it was been since All Out. I mean, they were feuding before All Out, but that's the last time we seen them. Now, I mean, I think like it's just one of those situations where it's just like there's still animosity between them. So like whenever they come back, like they're gonna just pick up from where they left off of, which is understandable. But for me to have to continue to wait, so you mean to tell me that we're gonna hold on to the title until they get ready to come back? No way. All them teams that's sitting back there doing nothing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I was ready to see Mark Davis and Jake Doyle with that title last night. Apparently, that's not going to happen. I'm heartbroken. Shibata's not even giving JD a moment to collect himself. Damn. My God. By chance, Tati, did you hear about MJF beefing? Oh, being the reason Trey Miguel got fired from AW. I did. I did. You know, there's speculations or whatever. I can't necessarily say that's the case, that's exactly what happened, because honestly, I'm not over there. I have no clue what's going on. But yeah, simply because apparently Trey Miguel and Alicia, the woman that MJF is currently married to, were in a relationship together. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So that y'all got no one else to date? There's nobody else to date in this world. Like once you date a wrestler, that's it. You're just stuck in a world of dating wrestlers only. Um, oh, Shibata is just not letting JD breathe at all. This is typical Shibata, but I'm just like, Jesus just hugged Shibata. Shibata hugged him back. Only Jesus can do this. Only Jesus can do this, apparently. That man, Shibata. Yeah, so no, JD, that's my dog. He should be able to fight back. He hasn't done anything yet, literally. Anyway, when it comes to like wrestling and dating, it's not just wrestling and dating. Like it's interesting when it just feel like this wrestling bubble is so small, and if once you're in it, like you can only date within it. That's not necessarily the case. But let's say that one person had dated multiple people within the same company. What we supposed to do? Just fire everybody? You know what I mean? Like you move on and that's it. It does seem like if that were to be true, that would be a very immature thing. Like, oh, I can't work here because my ex-girlfriend works here. Her husband is like one of the top guys here. That sounds really stupid. It really does. It really does. But according to Trey, he mentioned like, past comments that he had made or whatever. So I do believe that that might be part of the reason, or that might be the only reason why he is not signed with AEW. He says some things that, like I said, he said these things that he probably don't feel that way anymore. But it's up to the company if they want to keep them around or not. Why didn't they do a little research before they start hiring people? Like, what the fuck? Oh, wait, hold on. We having a chalk fest. Uh-huh. This is what I like. Back and forth, chop to the chest. I would hate to be chopped by Shibata. I would hate it, but I take it. I take it. I'd man up and take it. Can somebody put a single titles on it? Oh, a spine buster to rearrange your spine. Yeah, I mean, I look at Shibata and I can see him with a title on, a singles title. Y'all know he's had the Ring of Honor Pure title, and I thought was an amazing champion. Sure, we didn't really hear from him. We did hear from Lil Google, but other than that, he was amazing in terms of his matches. So I wouldn't mind seeing him with that title again, or any other title. Any other title would be fine. International title, we can do Okada and Shibata beefing. And oh no, he punched him in the nuts. Well, sometimes you do cheat to win. That's how you get ahead in life. That's how you get ahead. Shibata, I didn't expect for him to be a babyface all of a sudden, right? It is what it is. It is what it is now. But JD could have done a hell of a lot more than that. A hell of a lot more than that. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So they are talking about the Global War show for next week. So they're going to be filming that this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm literally having an issue here with determining what shoes should I wear on Saturday. Sometimes we just have these type of problems in our lives. They said it was gonna be like in the 30s, so I don't know if I can wear my cute little heels or if I have to wear boots. I don't want to wear boots. It's like ill. I don't like it. Who is this? Lady Bird Monroe? Viva Van? Lord have mercy. My God. I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel like AEW got the prettiest girls out of all these promotions. Like, did y'all see Megan Bain last night? I was still thinking about it when I was in bed last night. I was just like, damn, how did Megan had no business stunting on everybody like that last night? She looked gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Riley said that story is from JD from New York. MJF, Alicia about Trey Miguel. That's where I heard it. I didn't hear it from him. Who did I hear it from? I don't know if I can actually say who I heard it from specifically, but I didn't know that they were dating. And when I heard that, I was like, "But why does that even matter, right? If you work at McDonald's and your boyfriend is frying the burgers, now the ex boyfriend is at the register. Does that even matter? That don't matter. I don't think so. If everybody has moved on and everybody can be an adult and collect a bag, does it really matter? So for me, I'm honestly not sure. Trey said it was about the comments that he had said on social media. That seems believable. All right, Maya World, hi Ann. I think they're doing like Texas theme. Well, I thought this was like Puerto Rican type theme gear. I don't know. Um, I don't care for it, but they do look good. They look good. I did see. I think it was Tegan Knox. Was it her? Who said that her being in AEW wasn't meant to be, and I was like, "Homegirl, it wasn't meant to be because of y'all. All right, if y'all played y'all cards right, this would have been y'all right now, literally." So I don't know. I mean, I've heard of only like one event that they've been booked at, which is coming up, I think, next month. But other than that, like they messed out that whole situation. So we'll see. All right. Is this the main event? Did they say any other matches was coming on? Oh, these girls are so athletic. I couldn't do any of this stuff at all. I once saw JD Drake do a moonsault off the top. OMG, pretty good for a big guy. Oh yes, he is very agile. Him and like Willie Mack. These are big guys that can literally do anything in the ring. They typically surprise people when they see them, which is interesting. All right, blind tag from my world. I could have sworn they turned heel the last time we seen them. Literally, like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks ago on Collision, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know. And another thing too is like when it comes to like Ring of Honor, sometimes they're not consistent with booking people. So somebody might look one way on Ring of Honor and look different on Collision. So I don't know if that's one of those situations right now. I don't know. But we do have another tag team within AEW. We need that competition for Harley Cameron and the beautiful, beautiful Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale should be booked and busy with that tag titles and the TBS title. Viva Van, Lord have mercy. These ladies are beautiful. I would love to see more of Viva Van because she is amazing. I don't know if y'all seen her. I know she's probably been on AEW before. I can't actually pinpoint when exactly though. But Ring of Honor more likely you'll see her. And her partner, I don't think I've seen her before. Not that I can remember. Let's go. Great energy from the ladies. All right, we got a tag. This is like the first time in a long time that I've actually seen the commentators at the show. Because I feel like they just do commentary remote for like every episode. Could you imagine though, like having to do commentary at home and just be like, all right, I'll send you the recording via email. That's kind of cool, but at the same time, I'd rather be right there calling the action live. Mine don't gotta be this aggressive. Oh, they about to rip it up. I know when I see the beginning of the end. All right, what's the name of this finisher here? We need a name for the finisher. This was a quick win. Quick win. Riley said Jesus, LOL, funny pic I saw on X. Jesus and Monks and Ace Austin. I don't think I've seen that picture. Billy Sarks, Diamante. Oh, Athena. Well, they did come out earlier to help Bert Vixen. So they're just like, hey, you came out and ruined our fun. We're gonna come out and ruin your fun. It's fair. It's fair. Well, hold on, cameraman, zoom out. Let me see Athena outfit. Those pants. Oh. Oh, Athena's here to remind everyone whose show this is. I didn't forget. I didn't forget it's your show. Oh, well, Athena's reminding the girls that before y'all became all elite, y'all was working for me. Y'all was working for me. Don't come over here and showing up and showing out. Uh-oh. She said, I'm gonna take y'all both out. For trios? Scaredy cat ho. Oh. Okay, so Athena gonna team up with Billy Starks and Diamante to go against High End and Maya World and whatever hoe back there that's willing to team up with them. That's what she said. I'm not calling my hoe. That's what she said. I'm just repeating. Yeah, y'all heard that. A partner, who are they gonna choose? Who is not scared enough to get in that ring? Oh, Tony Nese. My God, that man. What is it? Main event. All right, main event. They said it. Um, Very interesting. Riley said no clue why he got fired. Who knows? He signed for TNA 3 days later. Crazy story. And tonight might be fired by TNA in the feast or fired on TNA. You open the briefcase and it says fired or a match for wrestlers. I don't think we have to worry about any of that. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. I mean, I guess it's a little weird since he's only been here for a week for them to even put him in that situation. But I don't think anybody believed that he's going to be fired. But hold on, Tony Nese. Oh my God. That right there is amazing. Amazing. Oh, he looked good. He looked good. I like it. Tia's here, said peeking into the chat. Hello, Tia. How are you? Oh, I love when they do this. Rule. They do rule. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Well, unfortunately for Tony Nese, he's going against Mascara Dorada. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, but Tony Nese's gonna do what he can. See if he can get this little win. I love that cute little jacket he got on. It looked like almost like it might be like cat ears at the back. I don't know why. I like it. I like it. He's a baby though. He like 23 or something like that. I remember I looked it up at one point. He real young, real young. And he's been killing it. He's an amazing wrestler. Amazing wrestler. So I appreciate this, Tony Khan. Yes, Ring of Honor, Maple Leaf. So that is not just them, but they do have wrestlers from Noah that's going to be there. Um, I'm trying to remember if New Japan wrestlers were going to be there. Probably most likely because they've worked with Maple Leaf before. I can see like maybe CMLO wrestlers, maybe not 100% sure on that one. But I'm looking forward to that. So that is next month. They're doing the Global Wars episode, and then the next night, MLW, not MLW, Maple Leaf will be having another event as well. So a lot of those guys who are on the first night, I'm pretty sure will end up sticking around for the second show too. So if you've never seen Maple Leaf, I think all of their shows maybe is on their YouTube channel. It might be all of them, not 100% sure, but a good amount of them are there. Athletes rule. They do. I love them. I feel like I haven't seen Tony Nese one on one in a while. He's been doing the tag matches and the trios matches uh, with the Premier Athletes. Look at Mike Sterling. Mike Sterling, he'd be wilding over here doing jumping jacks with a fucking cast on his arm, brace on his arm. God, when I tell you these luchadors just be flipping and flying all over the place, it's insane. Insane. Tony Nese is not good for you, bro. Not looking good for you, bro. They're making a lot of noise for him. Oh god. Tony Nese, he just trying to get a little breather, right? Let him breathe for a minute. I think it's weird Joe Janela ex-girlfriend Penelope Ford is somehow teaming up with current girlfriend. I heard they're not together anymore. That's what I heard. So I don't know. But even if that is the case, but look at that. Like, how are they able to work together with no problem? That's what I'm saying. Like, whoever you were in a relationship with, whoever you are in a relationship, that should not make a difference with, where you work and how you work with somebody. You gotta just be professional and just get over it. Get over it. I don't want to say I don't believe it. I honestly don't know what to believe, so I probably just don't. I don't care for it really. But if that was the case, I would think that it's something immature. We're grown people. We can't be doing all that. Um, is he gonna chop him up? Oh no! Here is Mark Sterling putting himself in front of Tony Nese as a sacrifice. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Mascara Dorada is laid out in the crowd right now. But fortunately for him, he does get a 20 count. It is Ring of Honor. We count to 20, not 10. And I like how Aubrey is counting in Spanish just to make sure that he understands his numbers, apparently. A slight struggle to get back to the ring. All right, he makes it at the count of 8. And Tony Nese kicks his ass right out. Mike Sterling, choking him out with the arm brace. I love Mike Sterling. He's cool. He's cool. Oh my God, Tony Nese. I need a poster of Tony Nese on my wall. I can use that. All right. Chop to the chest. Don't do this in front of Jesus, Tony Nese. Don't do this. Who is somebody cheering for Shibata? He's not even here. What's going on in the crowd? Very interesting. Next pay-per-view for Ring of Honor. The next one would be Super Card of Honor. Should it typically take place in March, like end of March or getting up April. So haven't heard anything about it yet. Last year, they ended up doing Supercard of Honor in fucking June. All right. They pushed it and pushed it. And it was just like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But last year, they ended up pushing it to June. So hopefully it'll be during when they typically have it, which it would be March or April. Tony Nese looks absolutely annoyed. He wants to get this win and leave this forsaken city. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And there they go with the athlete sucks chant. They've actually done really well. They've actually done really well. Y'all know, like, since the beginning of time, they was always losing. But last year, they had somewhat of a winning streak for a little bit. I think it spilled into 2026, and I think they took their first loss, I want to say last week or maybe the week before. So they've actually done much better than what they typically do. Oh my God. Mascara Dorada Boots is fucking, it's amazing. It's cute. It's cute. And that's another thing too. Luchadors, they don't be playing when it comes to fashion. They don't be playing with y'all. Just a really nice look for him. Tony Nese holding on, making sure he don't go for the damn ropes. Okay. I would love to be a fly on the wall at whatever gym Tony Nese to go to. Just watch him work out. Why not? If the company really want to make some money on YouTube, they can be posting out workout videos, even if it's 10 minutes of wrestlers just doing workouts. I mean, if y'all need the content and y'all need people to watch, I'll watch. Oh. Why is Mascara Dorada so cool? My God. I could never even dream of doing the shit that this guy is doing right now. Fucking walking on the ropes and flipping and all that shit. Oh my God. I love when they do like that tornado spinning dive. That is so freaking cool. Mike Sterling looked like he's sweating back there. Not happy about this. What the hell's Commander? Now that I'm thinking of it. I feel like we see him like a couple of weeks ago, like one time, maybe twice, and that's it. Oh, I think his last match was El Clone, wasn't it? Tony Nese, you're gonna have to wake up if you want this win. It's not looking good. It's not. I feel like Jesus definitely deserves front row seats. Well, sure, because some of y'all gonna need them if things don't go right. Jesus, where were you when Jay Doyle got injured last night? Where were you? We needed you. So I guess he's proving himself useless. Sorry to say, because we needed him when Jake got injured. Tony Nese, come on! If you want this win, this would be a nice win for you. 20 count. Yes, Ring of Honor has a 20 count. He's also dated Brandy Lauren. Who Brandy Lauren? Who Brandy Lauren? That does not sound familiar. Who Joey Janela? First of all, I don't know what y'all seeing him. Not he's not my cup of tea. I don't know if y'all like bad boys or whatever. It's not for me. Not for me. We wrapping it up. Never mind. Never mind. Mark Sterling with the save. He saved that boy. That's what you should be doing, Jesus. All right, Tony Nese got a breather. What's his finisher? Is that it? Oh, he kicks out. He kicks out. Matter of fact, Tony Nese looks like what I wish Jesus would look like. Weird he must be good looking. Let's ask Tati. Joey Janela good looking? No. No. Maybe there's somebody else, but definitely not me. Not me. Now Tony Nese, that's good looking. That's good looking. Mascara Dorada signed that dual CMLL and AW contract recently. Good wrestler. Only 24. There you go. 24. That's way too young. He's young. He man, at this rate, this guy is going to be a killer. Absolute killer. He'll probably win this match, I'm guessing. Tony Nese could use this win. Now the problem is every time Mark Sterling gets an no, Tony Nese accidentally hits Mark Sterling. Oh, horrible, horrible. Well, he's going for his finisher now. It's not looking good for Tony Nese. Not looking good at all. Shooting star press, like what the hell? That's what I'm saying. Luchadors, that's all y'all do. Shooting star press, frog splashes, like what the hell? We need some more moves, some more finishers. This was actually great. It was actually a great match. I wasn't sure what to expect with Tony Nese and Mascara Dorada being like their styles are so different. But this was actually fun. Mike Sterling out there putting in work. He tried. No Diddy, but Joey may be packing and doing some things is why he's pulling all these beautiful women. That might be the only way. That might be the only way. I mean, look, I don't know him on a personal level, but I don't have like any attraction towards him at all. I don't think he's even cute. Not even cute like a puppy. Not even that. So for me, it's a no. It's a no. But if he packing down there, and that's why got y'all girls coming back and forth, then go ahead. That's all you. That's all you. Joey's not good looking. He got to have a great personality, makes them laugh a lot because I have no idea why he pulls these tens. And you know what's interesting? Girls love funny guys. Like if you can make a woman laugh, like sometimes that be it. That you might even be butt ugly. And if you just make her laugh and you swipe that card a few times at the mall, you might get a 10. You might get a 10. That might be what it is. I don't know. I just not attracted to him. I don't think he's cute. Oh, GM, I did buy that beanie, that cowboy shit beanie. I said, oh my God, I need to find it. I bought it from eBay because they wasn't selling it anywhere else. So I spent $11 on it, which is not bad. $11 not bad. Who Brandy Lauren? Why? I don't know if I know who that is. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Tony Nese with a whole bottle of baby oil on. I have no clue why him and Big Bill because if you have a body like that, you have to. You have to. Look. If you look like that, like Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, those type of body types, you have to have the baby oil. The baby oil helps. It helps make it look better, if that makes sense. They already look good, but that helps. Like when we talking about looking good, like Big Bill, that look good to me. Not necessarily my type, but the body is perfect. He's tall, really tall, super tall. Matter of fact, too tall for me. And I think he's cute. I think he has a cute face. So that right there, definitely good for me. Tony Nese, I don't know how tall he is, but he's definitely not as tall as Big Bill. But he's in amazing shape. Brandy used to be in NXT. Segment with Damian Priest in the hot tub. Hot tub. You know what? I think I know who you're talking about. Let me look it up real quick. Now that she mentioned the hot tub. Oh, okay. No, hold on. She was with what? She was with Joey Janela? Well, who hasn't Joey Janela been with then at this point? That's what it sounds like. Who hasn't he been with? is he pulling these baddies? The hell? All right. Like I said, he gotta be funny or something. That's all I can think of. He's not my cup of tea. Do you know, Tati, why does it look better or something? Yeah, yeah, the baby oil makes it look better. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, like when they do like the bodybuilding contest and when you see people look really tanned and then they have the baby oil, all that adds to the look. Now, the tanning thing, I never really understand why bodybuilders get the tan because honestly, they be looking scary when they do that. They really do because I'm just like, your face is one color and your whole body's brown. What the hell? So honestly, I don't know about the tanning thing. I don't know why they do that. But the baby oil, I do feel like, especially when you under the right lighting, it looks better. Definitely. Not like they need it, but it just adds to the whole appeal of making them look their physique look much better. So I do appreciate it. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I appreciate the baby oil for sure. Absolutely. Well, at this time they are running back Ring of Honor for anybody who didn't see it. I can't believe Joey Janela. Well, what Brandy doing now though? What's she doing now? Um, welcome to my life game. Oh, welcome to my live gaming and lifestyle channel. Oh, all right, all right. That's what she's doing now. Very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like every wrestler is like, I don't want to say every, but I feel like a lot of wrestlers play video games. Last night I got sucked in this thing of watching AEW games where they have like the wrestlers playing like different video games. So they be having like up to like 5 wrestlers playing different video games. And I see the excitement. Like when it comes to playing video games, it's not for me. But I like watching other people play because they look like they're having a really great time. They've been playing, oh, I forgot what it was, but it's a New Japan video game. I don't remember the name. They've been playing that and it's fun watching wrestlers play video games of them do not them specifically but like what they do, so it's pretty interesting to see that. So it's a New Japan game. I don't remember, they probably said the name and I wasn't paying attention, but it's something with New Japan. It looks like a really old game, a really old game. Apparently they enjoy it. She has the OnlyFans, it looks like, in her link tree. Oh, well, now, look, I'm not opposed of like OnlyFans or whatever. A lot of times these girls, when they do it, it's not really as revealing as some people might think. Because a lot of people think when they see the word OnlyFans, they're thinking like full nudity and like sex work type of stuff, and it's not like that for a lot of people. So they might have something that's a little revealing, but not something crazy. So I don't know what her OnlyFans looking like. I wish more guys would do it. That I wish the guys that I actually want to see. I wish they would do it. And it's so interesting because it's like, so guys aren't interested in doing things like that, especially if they do, have great bodies. Like women would actually like to see men doing that. I would be cool. I would be cool seeing any guys who are actually, I don't actually know. Well, who wait. Matt Riddle has OnlyFans. Matt Riddle in the face, he's what Joey Janela probably wish he had. Like in the face, he not cute, but he packing down there, all right, and it's a good one. So I do enjoy the pics, Matt Riddle. But other than that, he ain't got nothing else for me. He's like the only male wrestler that I've ever seen on OnlyFans. I don't know if anyone else is on there in terms of the men. But I mean, I don't got no problem with it. I got no problem with it. I don't know if any of y'all subscribe to Abaddon's Patreon, but Lord have mercy. Abaddon does not disappoint at all. At all. I don't got a problem throwing a little money at it. I don't got a little problem with it. Video games, lots of people that do it. Omega Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai. I've never actually seen Kenny playing something. Where y'all watching Kenny playing games at? What the hell? How did I not know about this? I never seen Kenny playing a video game before. I don't know if he does like YouTube or anything like that. That would be interesting to see. But even if I did see it, like I don't know what they're playing. As long as I get a chance to as long as his face is on camera and I can see it, I'm okay with it. And hearing his voice, I'm cool with that. But I have no clue about what they're playing. Shayna Baszler, I've seen. Dakota Kai, I don't think I've seen. I'm not sure. Oh, on Twitch. I do have Twitch, but I don't use it. So I mean, I'll look it up and see who's on there. Kenny Omega, I watch him because obviously, like, who wouldn't want to watch Kenny Omega doing anything? Um, if somebody playing an interesting game that I can keep up with, then that helps make things a little interesting. Like with the AEW games, the games that they're playing, a lot of them are interesting, and some of them is just like I have no clue what y'all doing, but them having fun and them being funny, keeps me around. Like MVP, I didn't even know MVP played video games. I had no clue he plays video games, and I'm watching MVP, and I'm just like, he didn't come off to me like a video game type of guy, which is interesting. So I did see him. What was he playing? Oh damn, I forgot. I don't know the names, you guys, but he was playing something, and didn't know he was a gamer. Didn't know. Matt Riddle on there, LOL. I only know because he said on a promo. Well, you might as well promote your OnlyFans if you're gonna do a promo, right? Why not? Now look, he's just, if you put a paper bag over his face, everything else is good. Everything else is good. Not my type of guy though. I can't believe Abaddon not with WWE or TNA. Oh yeah, I agree. Abaddon right now is the Metroplex Women's Champion over at Athena's promotion. So maybe Abaddon may be on the Global Wars episode next week. Hopefully. I think so. I don't really, aside from the match that they just announced just now with the trios match with Athena and, the Minions and High-End and Maya World, we have no clue who else is going to be on there. But like I said, Abaddon does have their women's championship. So maybe they'll be there. Maybe. Great gimmick. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I always wanted them to do more with it though on TV. I'm a huge horror fan. And I do feel like horror and wrestling can work. Absolutely. 100% can work. You got to play your cards right. You have to have the right gimmick and not just the right gimmick, but the right person to pull it off. And honestly, I think Abaddon has been able to pull it off right. However, I don't know how like these TV producers look at gimmicks like this because you have to make it work on TV too. So I think personally I find Abaddon intimidating, and I think opponents could find her intimidating as well. But I don't know if I don't know, like AEW, I don't know what was the issue. I don't know what was the issue because Abaddon, great wrestler. The look is very unique, very unique. I don't even know. Did Abaddon have any action figures? That I'm not sure, but it's a really unique look. I love those type of looks. Like even the one that always get me is Danhausen. Danhausen, he's funny sometimes, but the gimmick is really cool. I like it. I really like it. He's also a horror fan too. And I see where he got the inspiration from. And believe it or not, like he's been one of their top sellers. And I don't even think this guy has had he definitely haven't even had 10 matches over there. Definitely not even 10 matches. So he's been able to pull a lot of merch for the company and only been 10 matches, if that, in AEW Ring of Honor, which is interesting. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But I do feel like wrestling companies kind of are just like, I don't know if I want to deal with stuff like that. Like even like Finn Balor being the demon, like I always felt like the gimmick was there. I just don't know if it works. Like the whole thing with Bray Wyatt and Wyatt Six, like it's worked, but long term, like these companies just don't stick with these type of things because I know it's a lot to try to make something supernatural work on pro wrestling. But if they really wanted to, they can absolutely. Yes, Abaddon does a lot of indie. Like I said, Abaddon has the Metroplex Women's Championship. I've been to their shows. So like I said, they're doing the Global Warriors episode. They're going to film that this weekend after Collision, and then they'll air it next Thursday on the Honor Club. But I don't know if Abaddon will be there. Priscilla Kelly, Gigi Dolan, red hair. Did you know that the two of the Rascals' girlfriends are famous? For Priscilla and Killer Kelly. Yeah. Well, we are full. We are full. Killer Kelly. If Killer Kelly came over to AEW, I would not be surprised. That wouldn't surprise me. Priscilla, I don't know. Priscilla, I don't know. That would be interesting. I mean, so the thing is that the ladies don't get a lot of TV time, which is a shame. And I would have to look at the women's roster for AEW, and I would probably count, Ring of Honor, because sometimes they do separate that, to see like how many women there are all in all. So if you add more girls, it's gonna feel like a lot because they already don't get enough time. But then again, we did just add the women's tag title, so that does help. You can get a little team going. That helps. And then they added the women's pure title to Ring of Honor. We have 3 women's titles, singles titles in Ring of Honor. If you ask me, I think it's a bit of an overkill. We need to see more. So if y'all gonna hire people, which we are full, Ring of Honor, we can use them girls over there to get something going with these titles. So I don't know, but yes, we are full. Absolutely. That whole thing with the main event last night, I thought it was interesting because to have all these wrestlers, like the world title is supposed to feel like what it feels like right now. When you have all these people who are chasing you, like MJF can't even sit down somewhere because everybody is looking to get their hands on that title. And it makes it feel so much more important when, it's more than 1 or 2, 3 people having their eyes out on the title. And that's what it's supposed to feel like. It's supposed to feel like this is the most important thing here in this company. So this is why you have all these people that's going after MJF. We need to do something somewhat similar with Chris Statlander, because Stat, I think she could look like more of an amazing champion. She needs the right feud right now. She needs the right feud. I don't know if the whole thing is done with Tekla, Sisters of Madness, whatever the name of the group is. I don't know if that's done, but that's what's missing for Statlander right now, because she's amazing. But having a feud with somebody, she need Tekla. No, I think the Tekla thing might be done. They're not gonna. I don't think they're going to run it back with them. So who else is left? Who else is left that's going to go against Statlander? Now we did see Megan and Penelope after that match, but I think they were looking at Willow and Harley Cameron for those titles. So I don't think it had anything to do with Statlander. So now where do we go from here? Jamie Hayter. Oh, don't get me started on that. Jamie Hayter, she's right back to just doing whatever at this point. Now she's doing the team thing with Alex Windsor. So they're going to be doing that. I haven't ever seen them team before. I don't know if they've ever teamed before, even outside of AEW, but they're going to be a team. They did talk about that maybe like last week, I think. So when they come back, we'll see them together. So more and more girls are getting together as teams. And who do we leave for Statlander? I have no clue. I like Stat, but I wouldn't have mind if she lost last night. Well, I might be biased, but I love Statlander. But maybe Tekla might have, because of the character and that the cool vibes that she has, I wouldn't have been mad I would have been a little sad with Stat, but I wouldn't have been mad either. You know, I don't know what it is. The thing, I don't know if it's y'all not feeling the whole alien thing or whatever. I don't know if it's even that. I don't necessarily care for it, but I don't think that's holding her back though. If she had, the right person to feud with, I think that would help. So who could that be at this point? I have no clue. Um, she needs like a heel, like Tony Storm and them. They busy doing whatever they're doing with Orange Cassidy, so it's not them. Um, Marina Shafir, nah, nah. Marina busy with the whole thing with the Don Callis family. It's like don't know about that. Who the hell else is heel right now for the girls? Like who else is over there? You know who I would mind seeing? Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa. I wanted her to be champion again last year, but apparently that didn't happen. I don't know about Thunder Rosa returning and being a heel and going against Statlander. I don't think all that's going to happen. Matter of fact, Statlander, it's not too late to join the Death Riders. I'm just saying, it's not too late for you to come to your senses and join us. Honestly, it don't really matter for me if they're a heel or babyface. Like I said, it got to be the right person to feud with. You know, people prefer good guy, bad guy type of situations or whatever. Whoever it is, gotta be the right person for her. So right now, Statlander, I love you, but I'm a little bored. I'm a little bored. And then we gotta get things moving with the TBS title as well, with Willow. If you want to be double champ, you gotta put in double the work. That's just how it is, it is what it is. So we'll see about Willow too, because the TBS title was with Mercedes for a really long time. A really long time. And the right person took it off of her. Absolutely. Willow Nightingale coming back to that full circle moment of I lost it to you and getting it back from her. Like, damn, how long was it again? Ooh, definitely more than a year, obviously. But a long time had passed and she ends up getting it again. So the right person got it. But now what do we do? With a TBS title. We gotta keep these titles moving. I'm not trying to say frequently, but the TBS title was hostage for quite some time. So let's see. Let's see what we can do, Tony Khan. Because we got plenty of girls back there. A lot of girls who Megan Bain. Can Megan, I wouldn't mind seeing a TBS title on Megan Bain. I would like to see a little bit more out of her though. Because mostly we've been seeing more of her doing tag. And when she has done singles matches, majority of those were squash matches. So this is why I be telling y'all, like the squash matches, I don't care for them because I don't think that they actually show what somebody can actually do in the ring. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really been a good look for her doing those type of matches. But the tag matches, you see a lot more out of like a Megan or a Penelope. So a lot more work need to be put into that. A hell of a lot. And Rocky Romero did not deserve that last night. Did not deserve that at all. Didn't even play his music. That's one. And then Kenny beat him in like less than 5 minutes, which was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Didn't like that at all. And I did see like the whole thing with Tommaso joining AEW. I don't want to say I was shocked. What happened, Toph? MLW took an L tonight. The show is on right now? Let me see. I don't even. Oh, it's their. I know what you're gonna. I know what show it is. Hold on, is it on YouTube? It's their like Battle Royal show. That's today. Hold on. I did want to see that show. I didn't even realize that was today. Actually, I thought that was going to be on Saturday. MLW Wrestling. What happened? Where the show is at? Wasn't the show on? Where's the show at, Toe? Because I don't know where the show, how to watch it. Now, MLW, I like MLW. Like, I see the potential. When somebody said the potential is there, they're basically saying, I see something good in you, but we're gonna have to dig out the star out of you. You know what I mean? They have a lot of great wrestlers, and especially with them having CMLL wrestlers on the show. I feel like that helps them out a lot. But I don't know. Yeah, what time MLW they having their battle royal thing show on tonight? Kind of like the Royal Rumble or something like that. They advertise the show, but there's no link. So they announced on Twitter that the show is tonight, but what? But will be recorded and streamed next week on February 5th. When did they say that before? This has happened with them before, Toph. This is not the first time that they've done this. I don't even know if this is on purpose. Wow. Something like this has happened with them before where it didn't work and like broadcasting it, so they couldn't air it at that time and they ended up airing it at a later time. But that's crazy. No, they need to get it together. They need to get it together. You know, you advertise the show. If you advertise that we're doing a taping, but we're airing it on whatever other date, that's different. But they never said that. They did say it was January 29th. What the hell? So they're not airing this at all? Hold on. All right, I'm looking at their X account. So I don't know. All right, it says reminder. When did they ever say this? Because I'm looking at their X account now. I don't remember them ever saying that they wouldn't show this. I don't remember them saying that it wouldn't be live, but they need to get it together. They need to get it together. So I guess those in attendance are the only ones that can watch it at this time, but then they'll show it next week. I don't know if I'll be interested next week. I don't know. Where we at? Not that Stat doesn't deserve it, but I believe Toni will keep the title on her because she's very loyal to the brand. Don't need another Mariah May situation. Oh no, that's so different. Statlander not going nowhere. I can almost bet on that. First of all, she deserves that title. I really do think she deserves it. You know, it's one of those situations. I still feel like Toni Storm with the title, she put the bar so high that everything after that is just like, you know, that's the thing. The bar has been raised really high when it comes to that title, and people want to see shit, not necessarily shit like what Toni Storm did, but they want to see shit on that same level. They want to feel that entertainment. But you know, everybody's different. They're not gonna be able to be like someone else. So Statlander is gonna have to be herself and win over the fans. You know, right now I'm just not. I'm just supporting. That's all I can do at this point. That's all I can do. I didn't even know. They tripping. MLW tripping. So I have to wait next week to see Cruel. I have to wait. Horrible. Oh, they had a meet and greet. Hold on. They had a meet and greet. Who this? All right, they had Bishop Dyer over there. Templario. Oh my God. That man. Oh. Templario. I be staring at his Instagram. I do. Kushida, Shotzi, Matt Riddle. All right. They was over there doing meet and greets. I wouldn't mind lining up with them for 30 minutes. Oh, all right. That's not enough. 30 minutes. I really don't know. What the hell? See, I'm looking at their not YouTube, their X account, and they, you know, up until like hours ago, they were showing, you know, that we're doing this show, blah, 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 buy tickets and all that stuff. They never put anything about that they weren't going to air this live. It's literally today that they put that they weren't going to air this live. And they're doing They're doing a show, a crossover show with CMLL and New Japan. That's going to be on April 12th, and that's going to be in South Carolina, somewhere in South Carolina. So there's that. See, Fluid, that little check they got from WWE from the lawsuit money apparently is not enough. It's not stretching enough. I don't know who they got back there. Eric Bischoff and them still over there? Who was over there? I don't know what it is. Like I said, the potential is there. How long it's gonna last, I don't know. I don't know. The a few years ago, they had an opportunity, a good opportunity. So the Vice TV, when they would have Dark Side of the Ring come on, I believe it was after Dark Side of the Ring, or maybe it might have been before, like the hour before or the hour after, whatever it was. They were airing MLW. This only happened for a few weeks, y'all, so it wasn't even that long. So it might have been like a 2-hour show, but whatever. So this was like maybe like 3-4 years ago, something like that. And they had that time, which is a really great time because people who are watching Dark Side of the Ring, they're mostly wrestling fans. So if you're a wrestling promotion who has time to be on before or after Dark Side of the Ring, that's a great way to promote your promotion. Here's how they fucked it up. In the middle of the show, they had a halftime show, which I thought was interesting. And I was just like, all right, I don't know if we need this. But what I thought they were doing was a halftime show so that the people who are not familiar with MLW can be familiar with who's there, probably show like some clips of wrestlers and whatever. I thought that's what was going on. Can y'all believe that little halftime that they were doing was Dave Meltzer talking about WWE news and rumors? I could not believe it. So you mean to tell me that you got an hour or two, whatever it was, to have your show at around the time that Dark Side of the Ring is on, and instead of focusing on your promotion only to help y'all get some views and new fans to watch, y'all had Dave Meltzer sitting there talking about WWE news and rumors? I couldn't believe it. That really turned me off from watching it because I was just like, what are we doing here? Well, first of all, who the hell invited him to come over here and do this? Yes, Deep Fluid, I am serious, absolutely serious. So I don't know if they didn't do well with the numbers or whatever, but they were airing. I can't remember if it was before or after. And I know, like, if you go back and watch my reviews, like I know I've mentioned this like briefly because I was just like, what the fuck? So you got your show on TV because Vice TV, I think it's a cable network, and you're on around the time a very popular wrestling show is on, and y'all fucked it up with Dave Meltzer over there talking about WWE. Could not believe it. Could not believe it. I was just like, y'all fucked it up right there, and I turned off the TV. And it's not that they were doing bad. This is around the time where they had like Jacob Fatu and Alex Hammerstone, like they were the biggest names over there in MLW. And I was like, with monsters like that at the top of your promotion, like y'all definitely gonna reel these people in to want to see what y'all got going on a weekly basis. And they fucked it up because they didn't keep that focus on MLW. Y'all could have used that little halftime to be like, well, this is who our wrestlers are. Let's show some, promos and some clips showcasing at least the top guys and girls over there. And they didn't do that. They didn't do it. This is the problem. I think what it was that they thought that bringing Dave Meltzer over there, Dave is probably going to promote our show. He's going to put it on, his website. People are going to want to watch or whatever. That might have been the case, but if Dave came over there and just focused on MLW and nothing else, that could have helped them. That could have helped them. So they fumbled that situation. And then from there, I think they've been strictly on YouTube only. I don't know if they've been anywhere else, but YouTube only. And like I said, it's not that it didn't have like great wrestlers and some good things about them. They just messed it up. They messed it up. Then they got a little lawsuit money from WWE. I think it was one of those situations where it's just like we're gonna handle this behind closed doors type of shit. So we don't know what they got from that. At least I don't think that's ever been revealed. But you know, that was done and over with. Whatever money they got from that, they could use that to help make the product better. And I try. I try. So I'm interested because of the people who's over there, but they're gonna have to do a lot more to grab people in terms of being fans of the show. So hopefully, at least with that New Japan CMLL show that they're gonna be doing, hopefully that'll help bring in some numbers. I just don't know. I just don't know. I want to see all these promotions succeed. There's a lot of great wrestlers. AEW, we can't take them all. We can't take them all. So the better y'all do, the better for everyone else to have options. Hey, Clint, how are you? Did Ring of Honor promote Global Wars? Yes. Well, they promoted the one. Well, today they only mentioned the one for Metroplex Wrestling. So they're going to be taping that this Saturday, and then they'll air it on Thursday next week. They have already promoted the Global Wars with Maple Leaf, so that's going to be, oh damn, I forgot the date, March something, like at the end of March. So they're going to be doing that, and that should be airing on the Honor Club. I don't remember if they said that, because typically the shows that Maple Leaf do, they're on Triller TV. I think that would be on the Honor Club, and then they'll air the show that they're doing on night 2 on Triller TV. I'll wait for a confirmation. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. But yes, so we got 2 Global Wars. Oh yes, and the other Global Wars, Australia, that's going to be coming on too. So when they go to Australia, and like, what is it, like 2 weeks, I think 2, maybe 3 weeks, they'll also be doing Global Wars Australia there too. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Ring of Honor, another one too. Like the main reason why I have been reviewing and trying to encourage people to watch is because I do see the potential. I do. There's times when I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. Because it's like it gets me frustrating, because I'm just like, y'all got everything y'all need, but y'all not playing your cards right with Ring of Honor. And I'm one of the few people that are currently watching Ring of Honor and just like not trying to compare it to what Ring of Honor used to be. But I feel like you'll never truly give Ring of Honor a chance if you're going to consistently compare it to the old Ring of Honor, which I think, like, y'all got to keep that out of your minds and just realize that this is going to be 2 different things, that share the same history, but the potential is there. There's times where I see it. Oh, you're welcome, Clint. You're welcome. There's times where I see it really, really good. And then there's other times where I'm just like, I don't know what y'all doing. But I'm still here. I'm still here at Tony Khan. I hope you've seen this. I'm still here. Them having the AEW wrestlers, it helps. And then them bringing independent wrestlers too. Oh, yes, I did want to say that I was hoping that since they're going to be doing a show with Maple Leaf, that they'll have more and more of those guys come over on Ring of Honor. So it just didn't seem like some random show that they're doing. Y'all saw Bishop Dyer. He did like a dark match or something the other day at AEW. I think it was a dark match. Him being on would actually be great. Him and a few of the other regulars on Maple Leaf, I think would be a good idea. So Bishop Dyer is one of their regulars that's over there. Another one, Stu Grayson. Y'all remember Stu Grayson? He used to be in the Dark Order. They can bring him on. They haven't announced him for a show yet, though. So they're slowly but surely announcing who all is going to be over there. So far, Maple Leaf is only mentioning their wrestlers and some wrestlers from other promotions, but we don't know about Ring of Honor yet. Who's going to be there? Oh, but I'm excited. Absolutely excited. If you watch Maple Leaf, they use a lot of like AEW wrestlers. So we've seen Speedball over there. We've seen Takeshita over there. Oh, Takeshita had some of the best matches that they've had. So he's been over there. Josh Alexander is currently their Canadian champion. And I don't like how he's been booked in AEW. That's just how I feel about it. I actually want Josh to lead the Don Callis family. I think that would be best for him because now I know I love the Don Callis family, but I just feel like he came there. Did he immediately join the family? I'm trying to remember if he immediately joined. Um, can't remember, but for the most part, at least he's been part of Don Callis family. There's too many strong wrestlers in that group to and that is what I feel like is holding Josh from standing out in that group. You got Takeshita there, you got Okada there, you got Fletcher there, Hechi Seto is over there. Oh my god, Hechi Seto, I love that man. I love him. There's too many big names in that group. So this is why I feel like he hasn't got a chance to stand out. And even if he wasn't standing out, the company could have still did more to do better with him. That match that he had with Kenny had no business being thrown on a Dynamite. That is something y'all could have put on a damn pay-per-view. They should have did that for Worlds, and honestly, that's what I thought they was going to be doing, and they didn't do that. The story I think was, I guess, big enough to be on a pay-per-view. You know, Ibushi out still in the hospital, barely walking. Y'all seen him at Wrestle Kingdom. He took like 3 years to get to the ring. So the story was there. It was there. But unfortunately, I think it's done. I think it's done. But Josh Alexander hasn't gotten a chance to stand out, unfortunately. So I'm not enjoying him in AEW, at least how they're booking him. Do you think that it may hurt Ring of Honor that it's taped before and after? Yes. Yeah, I do. I do. I said that since the very beginning, since they started doing that. If you watch Ring of Honor, when they first started with Tony, they were doing the tapings at Universal Studios in Orlando. They would do like one day, and then they would have a taping like earlier in the day and another one in the evening. And it actually looked good. You know, it was a smaller venue, yes, and everything, but it was a smaller, intimate venue, kind of like how y'all seen like with NXT at Full Sail University, like that. And I actually like that, and I thought that that was a good thing for them, especially with them starting out. So they did that for a few months, and I don't remember exactly when that changed, but one day randomly, the show was taped at a regular venue. You know what? You know what? It might have changed when Collision started. I'm not 100% sure on it, something like that. And here's the thing with Collision on the road, that's one more day for them to be out there and a little bit more opportunity of them being in front of a large audience. And that's what I think it was from the get go. Two things. They wanted it to be in front of a large audience. So taking advantage of them having another day on the road with Collision, they can be able to do that. It's not a bad idea, honestly. It's not. And then after having the audience there, wait, hold on. After having the audience there, they think like, I guess they were thinking like, if we do this in front of a bigger audience, it looked like we have more people who are more interested. I don't know. But personally for me, I've gone to all the residencies that they've done, and I feel like it works better when they have residencies where it's just like, all right, we're going to sit our asses right here for like a month or so, and we're going to do all our tapings here. And when they do that, they have more time dedicated to just Ring of Honor. They don't have to focus about Collision or Dynamite or anything like that. That's been the problem to me. If you are filming something around your bigger show is still the biggest priority of the night, regardless if y'all doing Ring of Honor or not. And, you know, they have the time to do it. I go to the shows all the time. When the show is over, what they typically do when Dynamite or Collision is over, the bigger matches that they're going to tape are the ones that come on first. They do that, and then, you know, everything else start playing out. So like how you see them air on Ring of Honor is not how they tape them. They do the bigger stuff, like whatever is the main event or later on the card, those come on first in front of the live crowd because more people will be sticking around. Now, they do that, and then throughout the night, more and more people are leaving because it's getting late, Tony Khan, and the kids got to go to school or the people got church in the morning, whatever. So that's typically how it goes. Like the last show that I went to, Collision was done, and it was literally 2.5 hours after Collision was done is when they were wrapping it up. And I was just like, I'm not bothered. But by that time, there was hardly anybody left, you know? And sometimes you can see that on the screen. Sometimes you can see that. I do notice that they do darken the crowd so it doesn't look too obvious in terms of like the crowd and how like most of the people had already left. It's just that sometimes the tapings can go on for a long time. Now, for me, when it comes to wrestling, I'm sitting. I'm sitting. I'm not getting it. That's just how it is for me. That's how much I love it. I'm not bothered by long taping. The longest taping I sat through was almost 10 hours of Ring of Honor taping. And let me tell you something. It was so crazy because this is when they did one of their residency shows. This is when they were only strictly filming Ring of Honor, no Collision, no Dynamite, no nothing. And they just did literally the whole day filming Ring of Honor. And I think it started, I think 12. There was like maybe an hour break, something like that, in the middle of the day. And then by like 9 something, Tony Khan coming out there. Thank you all for coming out here. I really do appreciate it. And all that stuff. And so many people left. And you know why a lot of people left? It was the first day of school the next day. It was the first day of school the next day. So all the kids got to go home and everything. So, I get that or whatever. But if they dedicate like a day, a few days out of the month in one location to just do Ring of Honor taping only, that would be great. I don't think people care about how big the crowd is or whatever. They just want to see the show be successful. That's it. That's it. So I think it worked. I think it worked better than that. Better than that. But yes, taping the if you go back see Fluid, I don't know if you saw any of those episodes, you'll see the difference in the vibe of the episode because it's just you could just tell that all we're focusing on is just Ring of Honor. So I don't know. Black Star, I see you. Hey, what's going on? I see a lot of y'all are not happy about MLW not airing the show. I don't blame me. I don't blame me. Yes, I will be at Collision. I got my email today confirming that it's gonna be on. I don't want to miss it. I was heartbroken in bed last weekend. Just like, what am I gonna do with my life? What am I gonna do with my life now that there is no Collision? So was a little heartbroken about that. But they did say Clark Connors was gonna be at Collision this weekend. I mean, does it get better than that? Clark Connors from the War Dogs. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. They should do it at Universal Studios. That place needs a concert. Well, I don't know if that place where they film it is still around. I heard that that I guess like the place is demolished or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but that was like sometime last year or whatever. But whatever situation is, like let's say, for Collision, let's say y'all went to where were they the other day? All right, this weekend they're going to be in Texas. So let's say, all right, in Arlington we're doing what's the name of that show again? Collision. And then on Sunday we'll just do a taping of Ring of Honor. Like who doesn't want to go? I go. I got no problem with it. Doing the taping just solely for Ring of Honor. But then again, when they want to keep everything around the same time so everybody can go home and enjoy their little families and everything. I get that too. However, doing all that does come with pros and cons for the actual production of the show, unfortunately. So I don't know. Did you see Dietrich Davis video on MJF getting Trey Miguel fired? Yeah, I do see that. I watch all his videos. I watch all of Dietrich's videos. He is absolutely fearless, which I do like. Sometimes I wish I could I wish I could be a little bit more like that. No filter whatsoever. No filter at all. And I feel like I wish a lot more people would listen to him because, his approach is very direct, but like he says really eye-opening things that I feel like wrestling fans could really, really take into consideration. Like the whole thing about him talking about, the deal with Saudi Arabia and WWE. One minute y'all watching the fucking Royal Rumble, next minute y'all watching what's the name of the other one? WrestleMania. And the next minute, all you know is that they bought the damn company. And now the Saudis is running every motherfucking media company there is in this world. Like, it's slowly but surely, all that shit is gonna go down. Like, y'all don't realize that this is like a start of a media takeover. And I've been saying this for a while because I've been peeping this. Cause I was like, something about the Saudi Arabia thing is not sitting right with my soul. And it's just a matter of time before y'all see. They're going to end up selling the company over to them. The Saudis are willing to pay anything. They are willing to overpay for shit just so that they can be those top guys in the world gatekeeping all this shit and then being the ones that are, controlling the media. And I 100% believe that. And I've been saying this for quite some time, and just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. I like that because the Rumble is on at 11. So the Rumble don't bleed into Collision. Well, yeah, they will have, I don't know what time it would be on at Saudi Arabia. I'm guessing like 7 or 8 their time, I think. So they're going to be on earlier. So that works out for people who watch both Collision and WWE, with them being on earlier in the day. If they were in the US, they would have been on probably at the same time as Collision. It would be peak troll if Trey shows up and no, he won't. I mean, he could, but he won't, right? He could, but he won't. I mean, since they work with TNA, it's possible. It's possible. Now, the Rumble at 7 p.m. for me in the UK. Oh, well, that's a lot earlier than usual for you, Rally. Yes, Collision is going to be on typical time later on. I believe that TKO will eventually sell WWE to... Absolutely. I've been saying this for a long time. They will sell it. I'm not even saying I believe. I know. They will. I personally believe, like, for TKO, they're not a wrestling company. They don't give a fuck. They're not a wrestling company. They don't give a fuck. Triple H don't give a fuck. But they're gonna hold on to it for a little bit. And I give it 2 years. I truly believe the weekend that they had WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, maybe after the show, I don't know about during or before, they'll announce that the Saudis bought the company and all that bullshit. I truly believe that to be the case. But we'll see. We'll see. So it is what it is. A lot of the wrestlers have changed their stance on the whole thing with Saudi Arabia. Why? Because they're getting a check. Sami Zayn. Oh my God! You know what? Sami Zayn. I'm disappointed because I thought he was standing on business. But apparently not. And then you got CM Punk about the sucking blood money dick or whatever the hell he said. So, a lot of people, they feel some type of way. And then the girls, too, the girls have to be covered up if they're going to, man, you're not going to tell me to go somewhere and say, well, now look, if you voluntarily go to someone's country and, you go in there for entertainment or whatever, yeah, I do believe that you should be able to respect, their laws or whatever. I get that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. But WWE possibly selling their company over there, and women are not valued by this society like how women are valued other place elsewhere. And look, America, they don't give a fuck about women either. But obviously things are not the same like how it is in Saudi Arabia. So now when they go over there, they expect y'all to dress a certain type of way. Oh, come over here and come entertain us on TV, but make sure you all covered up. Like, these girls, women should be able to dress however the fuck they want to. And if the girls don't want to go to Saudi Arabia and dress however they tell them to dress and do whatever they tell them to do, I believe they shouldn't go if they don't want to go. However, Saudi Arabia, like I said, they throwing money like it's nothing. And some of these people are going to feel like, damn, I could be bringing that money home and feeding my family for the next few generations. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what Triple H and them, TKO and them is going to do. They're going to sell WWE, and they're going to be feeding their families for multiple generations with that money. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. I don't even have to get into it. In my opinion, the UFC is TKO's baby. I mean, wrestling is one thing. Now, y'all know me. I love wrestling, so that's what's in my heart. But UFC, I don't know if y'all would say like it's died down in popularity over the years. Honestly, I don't know if that's the case, but that's what's more popular than wrestling. So that's their baby. That's their baby. They're not gonna let go of that. Like, wrestling has come and gone for so many people. This is the reason why y'all see like WWE with the fucking 2K Attitude Era, whatever the hell they said that thing was. That's why they're doing that. They're doing that because they know that today's product isn't what's going to keep people coming in. So they sell you with the, oh look, this is all the wrestlers you guys used to love. Look, we're doing on the cover of the video game. That's what they're doing. Because they can't sell you the current product. They can't sell it to you. They have true unlimited money. That's the thing too. To be honest with you, money is a man-made creation. However, money actually isn't unlimited, because you can print unlimited money if you wanted to, but you hurt your economy doing this. So I don't know what their economy looks like and how that can hurt them in the future, but it's not necessarily a good thing if they look at money as unlimited. However, with all the resources that they have, they can feel like, in terms of like having oil and having all these precious diamonds or whatever the fuck they have, metals and everything, that they can just fucking sleep and dream about money and just appears. But unlimited, no, I wouldn't say it's unlimited. But I don't think they will, because if it's a massive if, they sell to the Saudis, because they tried with CBS. And CBS, who the hell is CBS? Who are we talking about? CBS? Come on, man. CBS, that's nothing in comparison to the Saudis. The money that the Saudis are willing to probably pay right now at this moment in comparison to CBS, that's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother level of money that the Saudis got playing with. So I don't even think it's an if. I know this is the situation, because I mean, I've always felt that since, like, Vince McMahon, he's a piece of shit or whatever, but I know that they got him out the way so they can get to that point. Vince McMahon wasn't gonna lay on his back like how he make everybody else lay on their back and just let the Saudis acquire WWE. So they got his ass out the way. And now you got, Triple H and them, TKO and them. They're going to have no problem handing over WWE. No problem. Sammy's all about standing on the check. That's what I'm saying. Sammy, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. And he used to be so vocal about, his people in Syria, not just, in Syria, but like the mistreatment of Muslims and Arabs and things like that. And everybody got a price. Everybody got a price. They flashed the right amount of money in front of Sammy, and Sammy was just like, how high you want me to jump? That's where we at right now. CM Punk, who's always been very liberal and very vocal about like his political stance, and he told y'all about the whole thing about how he felt about Saudi and even WWE. Like, at some point, he got to the point where it's just like, all right, things didn't work out at AEW. Where else am I gonna go? Where do you think CM Punk was gonna go? To Maple Leaf? To MLW, CMLL. Y'all thought he was going to go over there? He had no other place to go other than WWE. So at this point, both CM Punk and Triple H, they tucked their tails in and said, you know what? Let's make it happen. They made it happen. And I personally don't believe, at least in the beginning, that both CM Punk and WWE was 100% happy about being together. But they made it happen. They brought in the numbers for WWE with Punk being over there. It was disappointing at first with him over there. I'm not gonna lie. But ultimately, even CM Punk had to put his fucking beliefs aside and say, you know what, I don't mind sucking on blood money dick. And that's where we're at right now. Everybody got a price where it's just like, well, for this amount of money, I'm not willing to do this. But for that amount of money, I'm willing to do it. And that's where we at. You know, and a lot of other people within the company or just the business itself might feel the same way too. So, Sami Zayn, I'm disappointed. Jamar Thomas is here. Hey, how are you? Sammy, I think from another country next to Saudi. Yeah, he's from Syria. He's never allowed because if Sammy stepped a toe, he would have died. That's exactly. Now I don't know if Syria and Saudi Arabia has made amends or whatever situation is. You know, he had stand 10 toes down about it. And y'all seen like they went over there plenty of times, and Sami Zayn never went. I forgot when the first time he went. What was it? Was it Crown Jewel or something? Whatever it was. When he went, I was shocked. I was just like, oh, they got you. They got you. They wrote you the right amount on the check, and they got you. You know, for me, I am a very stubborn person, and when I believe something, like I wholeheartedly believe in something. I can't say that somebody's not going to throw the right amount of money at me to get me to go against my stance. But everybody got a price. You know, a lot of people are just like gonna be like, I don't care about my integrity. I want to feed my family, and that's where we at. That's where we at. TKO doesn't interfere with USC as much as they do with WWE. I really do feel like those are two different things. Those are two different things, and they're going to treat them as two different things. And like I said, I don't think aren't they in depth though? TKO, aren't they in depth? At some point, WWE, what they got it for? I forgot what the amount was, but whatever the situation is, they're not going to be able to hold on to both UFC and WWE. And I don't even think that was ever the plan long term anyway. So I do feel like they're gonna, you know, just say like, all right, we're waiting for the right time. And like I said, I really do feel like when I do WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, that's when y'all gonna hear about it. But overall, Triple H and them, they tired. They're tired. They're gonna want to get that money and get the hell up out of there. I truly believe if Vince McMahon, if they didn't get his ass up, this wouldn't be happening. This would not be the case right now. So they did what they did. Now Vince McMahon, like I said, he's a piece of shit, but they had to get him out the way for them to be able to do what they're doing with TKO and then ultimately sell it to the Saudis. Like I said, we're gonna come back to this in like 2 years. You know, we're gonna come back to it. Right now, USC bleeding money, the true money getting is WWE. So again, if the Saudis buy anything, it would be USC. And that happened. And if that happens, Dana and Joe Rogan would be gone. They okay. I don't think they would care. Money. Y'all probably would do the same thing for the money. You know, money. It does make the world go around. Like money will make you comfortable. It really would. It wouldn't erase all your problems or whatever. But like if all these people trying to get paid, they don't care where it goes. I mean, TKO, who knows what offer they're going to be willing to make. They might not fully give in with the USC, but WWE, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I just saw they said they signed somebody from over there from Saudi Arabia, some big dude. What was I watching? I was watching something, and they were making it seem like he's a big deal. I never heard of this guy. I don't even know if he's a wrestler. So they got one of their people that's about to come through the door at some point. It's just a matter of time. Matter of time. They already said so. I think the true target is the USC, not WWE. It's been this. I know what I know. They don't want WWE. Yes, they want their money, of course, but not the company. They'll get it. They'll get it. I 100% believe it. They'll get it. No disrespect, but CM Punk matches in WWE are very slow and boring. I love technical matches, but Punk's match are super slow. It's not that it's technical. It's because he can't move the way he used to move. That's the thing. See, I mean, I think that last run in AEW, not the last run in AEW, but just his time in AEW, he was out the ring for like how many years was it? Like 7, 9 years, something like that. Out the ring wrestling. He tried the whole MMA thing. Obviously, that didn't work out. But for him to go to AEW, I feel like since he's been back to wrestling as a whole, his best work was over in AEW. Even the promos and all that stuff was the best. The feuds were the best. The matches were the best. And he came to WWE. Um, it was it's been meh. It's been meh, and I wanted to like him there. I just couldn't enjoy it. Like the promos, it just wasn't there. At least those first few promos didn't hit for me. It didn't hit for me. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to necessarily get better. His body is just not where it was at. And then what was it? He broke his foot or something with his leg, I think twice in AEW. So he's not gonna be able to move the way he used to move. Oh, CM Punk, Ring of Honor CM Punk. Oh my god. That was a whole nother beast. If you didn't experience it, I don't know what to tell you. Oh no, I do know what to tell you. The Honor Club is for $9.99 if you want to go see that. So Tia says I'm back. Hello, Tia. But the debt isn't WWE, it's USC. But they're in debt. Money is money. If you're in debt financially, it's money. So it really wouldn't matter if it's WWE or USC. If you acquire two companies and are in debt while you have two companies, it don't really matter at that point from what it's from. Roberto said Joe Rogan and Dana White being trying to Roberto, they gonna get that check. They gonna get that check. They'll say, look, back that Brinks truck up right over here. Back it up right here. They're not gonna have no problem. This is money we talking about. Y'all forget about money. They're not gonna have a problem with this at all. WWE has a profit, not much of one, but they have a profit. USC is bleeding money. I gotta look at numbers, and even then, looking at those numbers, I probably wouldn't believe it. I mean, wrestling is so you're telling me wrestling is doing better than USC? Can somebody confirm this for me? I'm a wrestling fan, and I don't believe that. Sorry, I don't. I just don't believe that. TKO been trying to make their money and sell to Saudis, and we will eventually get Vince Mac. This is Roberto. This is what I've been saying. The Saudis will get it. They will. I know it. Absolutely. Now Vince McMahon, I don't know that part. That part I'm not. I don't know. This I don't know. There's nothing to buy in USC. If O'Malley keeps handed wins, well, like I said, I don't know in terms of the popularity. I don't know how well it's doing financially. WWE, the thing with them is that they can appeal to more families, like more younger people, even older people, middle-aged people. They can appeal more to those type of people. USC, like MMA, it doesn't necessarily appeal to younger, let's just say minors, like how it does for wrestling. So they definitely got that down pat. WWE got that over USC for sure because they have those dumbass characters you can love, like Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso and them that you can fall in love with by their action figures and try to be like them when you grow up. But USC, it's different. So they both offer something different in terms of the target audiences. But overall, when it's time to sell the bitch, they gone. It's money. It's money. So, we'll see. Now, once they go over to the Saudis, I can't tell you how that's going to look like and how successful that's going to be. And that's another thing, too, because people don't want to support that. People are just like, well, once the Saudis get their hands on it, I'm not supporting it. A lot of people do feel that way. So we'll see if that even make a difference. Because there's so many people who's just like, oh, I wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania. Oh, this is the one WrestleMania I'm going to miss and things like that. Maybe you can't afford to, get on that plane all the way to Saudi Arabia. Would I go to Saudi Arabia to see WrestleMania? No, I wouldn't do all that. Not Saudi Arabia. My black ass in Saudi Arabia, they probably think I'm one of the maids I got out with something. They'll probably think one of that. So I would not go. But ultimately, like I was saying, Saudi Arabia, they'll get it. They'll get what if Saudis get it? Vince is in the Rumble. Roberto, could you imagine seeing that walk coming down the ramp to the ring? No, no, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I like the Vince McMahon thing that I don't know, but Saudis getting WWE, I 100% believe that to be true. 100%. If they get UFC with it, that's whatever. It's whatever. Like I said, that new board that they just showed yesterday, they want to get in on all this. They want to get in on, especially with sports too. So it's not just media in itself, like in entertainment, but like being part of sports entertainment with, with the fighting and stuff like that, having their people in on it. They want that. So they got the right price, they'll get it. Mr. All Days Off, hello, hun. Tati, are you entering the women's Royal Rumble? You have to be covered up. Hell no. I'll be covered up with my blanket in bed. How about that? There's no way. There's no way. I was just saying, Mr. All Days Off, that, I didn't feel like it was fair for the women to kind of be forced to do that. If they didn't want to do that, that they shouldn't have to, But I feel like they're going to do it anyway because they want to participate regardless of where the location is. But they just have that restriction on the women. I don't like that. As a woman, I don't like feeling restricted to do something or whatever. I just feel like I want to be able to be free and do whatever I want to do. And having to be careful about what you wear, I don't, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. So I feel for the girls. I feel for the girls. Like these past few shows that I've gone to, I've been a little more covered up than usual for the shows, only because it's been cold. But typically, I don't mind showing skin. I personally don't mind, because I don't want to be told what to, especially when you're single. You just want to go and wear whatever fuck you want to wear too. These girls are working in entertainment. They know what they like to wear. They know how they like to look. They have their brands, and that's what they like. That's how they want to be presented as. Now, granted, when they have gone to Saudi Arabia, the girls have been able to have really great looks despite being covered up. Oh, I loved when Liv did the whole Britney Spears thing. I thought that was so cute. But whatever. You know, I don't like women having restrictions on anything. And I could imagine them being uncomfortable. Sometimes you do things because that little check. When Sasha Banks wrestled at Crown Jewels, that was the best she ever looked. You know what, Roberto? You love her. I feel like you love her. When they say if you talk about somebody all the time and make it seem like you hate them, you actually love them. That's what it is, Roberto. I think you really love her. It can't be anything else. Yeah, like I said, I don't. Oh, somebody had now. Look, I don't agree with this. Somebody said that the women should do their own Royal Rumble at another location so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and then the men should do theirs at another location. I personally think that's too much. I think that's too much to let that happen. So like if the women are feeling uncomfortable with performing in Saudi Arabia, that they should have a separate show at another location. I don't. And if they did that, that's also them kind of showing that we're gonna what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of showing a little bit defeat because it's just like, well, we can't make them change their minds to make sure that the women in our company are comfortable. So we're going to host our own little Royal Rumble for the girls over here. And the men can go to Saudi Arabia and do that. Like, I think that's too much. So some people have been suggesting that. And I just, don't y'all think that's weird? Kind of like, which WrestleMania was it? Was it 2? Well, which one was it when they had like the 3 locations? Something like that. They did something like that, but only because they want to have the women comfortable. Don't you see that there's a problem with this already? I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I could never go to a Saudi Arabia show because I like to be dressed up when I go to wrestling shows or whatever. Here in America, I can literally go to a wrestling show with my bra on and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. And I like that. That's how I want to dress. I want to look like that. So now imagine you're one of the performers and you can't wear a top where you have cleavage, your stomach is showing, your booty cheeks out or whatever. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Michael is here. Hello, hon. How are you? He said, I forgot you were. Yeah, the Britney Spears. Oh, that was so cute. I love it. I love when it comes to pay-per-view fashions and you really see like the girls are, well, not just the girls, but the wrestlers are, trying to give you all the fashions and they have their references. That's why every time when Swerve does a pay-per-view, I'm always looking forward to seeing what he gonna do. I like to see like people going outside the box instead of like wearing what they always wear on a fucking regular show. So I like that. I like that. They say the same with me and Roman. My response: an easy target is an easy target. You know what? What's the next comment? Whoever enters early and lasts till the end will be hot as hell. And let oh hell, now that's the thing too, because if you're gonna be in a match for a long time or waiting to if you're in there longer, it's gonna be worse because you're already out there and you're moving around and all that shit. So that's probably worse for the people who's there earlier in the match. But having to be fully covered and trying to last to the end, nah. But what makes it so different? Yeah, WrestleMania 2. That's the one. I wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't do that. So if y'all was doing it for some other reason, which honestly I couldn't even tell you why, then whatever. But if it's to say, well, our women are not comfortable performing in Saudi Arabia, so we will also be live in Los Angeles, California, with the Women's Royal Rumble. Like that look weird. That look weird. So I don't know. It's a no for me. It's a no. Whoever wins the Rumble on the women's side should strip topless like Stable did with the handprints on her boots. You know what would happen? I don't even want to guess what would happen. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. What actually happens? That you get arrested, right? I don't even know if they like still behead people and shit like that. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound ignorant by saying that because they do have done things like that. So I don't know what the repercussion would be if somebody would actually be naked, especially a woman be naked in front of a crowd of people. That would be insane. I wouldn't even want to imagine what would happen, but that would be sexy as hell though. It would. Bruce Pritchard. Oh, Bruce Pritchard is a spineless motherfucker. He's spineless. Said the PLE will be 3 hours. That's it. All right. These rumbles ain't gonna hold on. 3 hours. All right. So two-hour matches. That's already 2 hours right there. Don't forget all them commercials they be doing. That don't even sound right for a rumble. I mean, I don't want to say 4 hours, but like already kind of putting a cap on it like that is kind of weird. 3 hours. I don't know. You already got that 60 time limit for both of the matches. Are they having anything else in between? I don't remember hearing that, but still don't cap these type of situations, I don't know why 3 hours though. That's strange. Countdown till Swerve goes back to his old song, Neckbeards. Neckbeards can't get jiggy with a new thing. I love it. I was listening to it earlier at work, and I was just like, I don't know why people are not getting with this. Like, personally, I never thought Swerve was going to change his theme, but here we are. He changed it, and I do think it fits him. I think it fits him. I don't know if any of y'all listen to it. Just listen to the song on iTunes or wherever the hell is that. It's a good song. I think it fits him. Prince Lana can still dance to it. That's all that matters. Did he say that? Look, the 3 hour thing, I don't know. They need to do an AEW Unreal series. I'm gonna say no. Personally, I am one of those people, the less you give away, the better. However, they try to do something similar. What was the thing that they did? They did do a reality show a couple of years back. I can't remember what it is. I think it is on HBO Max. I can't remember the name. But they did try to do like behind the scenes type of thing. But like I said, I do believe the less you know, the better. The better. That's how I feel about it. Some of y'all probably look at it differently. I don't think they need that. Not AEW. Not AEW. Like I said, WWE, they don't give a fuck. So they don't got a problem doing it. They don't have a problem doing it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the thing about Tommaso coming over. We are full Tony Khan, you know that. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him over in the company. His first match is with Mark Briscoe for the AEW. What title was that again? TNT title for the first match. I don't personally believe you have to win your first match, but I guess it would be nice to be in that situation. So we'll see. There's just too many people. There's just too many people coming on over there. That sucks. Brother Love can't stay up late. Stay up late anymore without soiling his depends. Oh my god. I don't like that guy. I just don't like him. This is one of those. He's one of those people that should be in one of them in them court papers with Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis and them. He's one of them. Absolutely. Dr. Chris Pancakes and Power Slams. I wonder if what is that? I wonder if Tati saw that. Who is Dr. Chris? He cute. No clue who that is. What is that? Somebody's YouTube channel? I don't be watching people on YouTube like that anymore that talk about wrestling because y'all don't know how to act, and I don't feel like being annoyed. So I don't care too much for it. I just don't care too much for it. He said late Royal Rumble at 2 p.m. Right, but if he's going to be there, that's late for him, Roberto. He's gonna be tired as fuck. He's like, look, let's make this 3 hours. I got other things to do. I gotta go to bed. Dr. Chris is a psych that covers wrestling. Okay, I'll look it up. I've never heard of it. At least I don't think so. I love how Tony Khan is pushing Ciampa already. Looks like a main eventer. Main eventer. I don't know if I'll say that. I don't know. I'll let y'all know what I think. What happens in that match? Like even if he loses, he can still look like $1,000,000. I have to see how that match play out because I don't know what the plan is. As long as they don't put him in the Don Callis family, then we're good. We're good because we already got too many people in that group. And for me, it's just I really do feel like we're full in AEW. Where's he gonna go? Y'all can't even barely push Josh Alexander to do a damn thing over there. We haven't seen Takeshita in a little bit. We've barely seen Kyle Fletcher. There's a lot of big names in AEW. Like if y'all go back and look at that roster, there's a lot of big names. Like right now, they're showing a commercial with Crew doing a little promo, whatever. Crew is going against the Rascals. The Rascals having their first match on Saturday. And who they said was going to be in that match? I forgot which two they picked. I know Zachary. I forgot the other one they picked. Whatever. Their first match. So they're going to come over there and they're going to beat Crew, which unfortunately I'm already heartbroken about it. But then now what? Y'all keep bringing over more people. And when they bring these people, they put them over the people that was already over there. And y'all already have a stacked roster. And it's just like, so we're just going to keep signing people. Like, where's the cap on, all right, we have enough people. Let's focus on who we have. There's a lot of people there, a lot of big names. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. I think it's a lot, but we'll see. We'll see what Tony Khan does with him. I don't think he has to win to look good. Dr. Chris is logical. Okay. Dr. Chris is the black guy who was with Vince Russo and them on that one channel. That one channel. I gotta look because I can't remember faces. I'll check it out. What's the name of the channel? He's smart, all right. Look, he aligned himself with Logic is his way. Wait, hold on. You said Vince Russo on that show? I don't know. Y'all lost me there. They cooled off Takeshita. And side note, I hate Wesley. Oh, that's who it is. That's who it is. In the match with Zachary to go against Crew. Takeshita, that's what I'm saying. Takeshita, that was on fire with Takeshita. I didn't think Takeshita was going to win the Continental Classic, which is all right. He goes to Japan. He loses the title. He did say to Japan. I remember he had another show. He was there the next night after losing the title with New Japan. I think he did 2 other shows, if I remember correctly, in New Japan, and then that's it. That's literally it. So I don't know what we're doing. I just don't want. That's why I was saying, like, as much as I love the Don Callis family, a lot of these people are gonna get lost in the shuffle. And I'm scared for Takeshita. Kyle Fletcher, not so much, but we'll see. We'll see. Wardlow. Where do I begin? Unfortunately, Wardlow's not with me, so that's one thing. Wardlow, it seemed like he had got injured. Like, okay, so when I forgot what pay-per-view that was. He came back out of pay-per-view and attacked, was it Swerve, I think? Something like that. And he came back and he looked fine. He did come back to one of those Philly shows right after that, and then that was it. We ain't seen him since then. And I think it's interesting because maybe he got hurt at first. Maybe. I don't know. But like for this long, because that was a long time ago. So you came back at least for 2 shows, didn't even have a match or anything, and you already gone? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever situation is, I hope he's okay. He's somebody who really haven't got a chance, in my eyes, to really stand out in AEW, unfortunately. Him being with like NJF and the Pinnacle or whatever, I thought was fine. But then when they broke him out of that, their whole thing was, oh, I'm a big sexy guy. Let me power bomb everybody. And it was literally that for months. He was literally doing only that in squash situations. And I was just like, well, how is this helping him? How is this helping him? We're talking about Wardlow. Wardlow can do a fucking moonsault, y'all. This big dude can do shit like this off the top rope. Okay. All they had him doing was fucking power bombs. And then what happened after that? He did get a TNT title. He did get that. I vaguely remember what the fuck happened with that. And from there, I think maybe a couple of injuries, I think, and nothing really seemed to stick with Wardlow. Because like even with Powerhouse House, I feel like with similar booking too. You're big and strong. Just slam everybody and win. What the fuck is that? That's what I'm afraid they're gonna do with Hobbs. That's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's gonna be the same thing. This is not like a AEW problem, WWE problem. I feel like wrestling look at these type of men to be just that. Bobby Lashley don't just come out there and just power bomb people and leave. You get your ass whooped for a while before he wins and leaves. I don't know what the whole thing is about with that, but I'm hoping it's different. I'm hoping it's different for Hobbs, wherever the fuck he goes. Wardlow, you need me to come back. You can go somewhere else, and I'll be happy for you because I don't know what we're gonna do over in AEW. I know what I do with you. I know what I do, but AEW, I don't know. Let's see. Roberto says, "Yeah, Tati, the Russo stuff is getting turned over. Fans in the community are finally realizing." He saved us once, and he's saving us again. You know what? Y'all lost me on that, but I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna check it out. Hobbs better dominate in the Rumble. He ain't gonna win. Takeshita needs to learn English. Takesha's done. Have y'all seen Takesha's interviews? He speaks English really. He speaks well. He did like an interview with Thunder Rosa like last week for her channel. I think it was last week or a week before, whatever. And he's just speaking English just fine. Just fine. I think he can. I know like when it comes to sticking in character and doing promos on TV, it is a little bit different. and a little bit more than just doing, speaking English. Y'all saw Okada did that whole thing, apology in English with Takesha, the whole thing, So it's not 100% having to speak the language. I do feel like they pulled back on Takesha. I do. They pulled back on Takesha. Now he over here with this little drama with the Don Cass family. So we'll see. His channel is Pancakes and Power Slams. Each Tuesday, he breaks down a wrestling topic from a psychological standpoint, like a college course. Okay, that sounds interesting. And Russo is no longer on his channel. Dr. Chris every Wednesday night puts a class of different psychs. Oh, okay, well, one of y'all said Tuesday, the other one said Wednesday. I'll check it out. This week he was card linked because of what because of what he said about 3 hours. Okay. Wardlow just power bombing was enough for long term on the big matches when he pulls out that moonsault when he's more impressive and out of nowhere. And know what? Lesnar thought he did at Mania. Wardlow probably better than that. It's so hard to say because it's like Wardlow was there for a long time, but didn't do enough for me to really give y'all an opinion on how great of a wrestler he is. I think I would have to go back maybe at when he was TNT champion and give an opinion on that. That's probably the best work he might have done in the company. Because like I said, y'all remember when he left MJF corner, I think, who was it? Sean Spears stayed with MJF, something like that. He left them during the dog collar match with CM Punk. And then after that, he was on his own. He was doing the whole thing where they had him in the ring with random people. Y'all remember they have in the ring with like security guards. They have in the ring with like 20 people that one night. And all he was doing was power bombing people. And I was just like, all right, he's cute, but what else can you do? How am I going to, look at you as a wrestler if you're doing one move every match, literally? This is why I always say, like, squash matches shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. I really do feel like it should be like, oh, we have a little bit of time for something. Let's just get two people out there and do something where it's just like, just take up the time or whatever. It shouldn't be, we shouldn't be seeing squash matches on a weekly basis. No way. No way. And Wardlow being a big dude, I think was capable of doing more. They did the same thing with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, she's, in terms of a woman, she's big, and they treated her like a powerhouse too, just like Wardlow and just like Hobbs. And I was just like, to be fair, she wasn't that great at the time. So, let's get that out of the way. However, people wanted to see more out of her than just going out there and like 2 minutes hitting the Jaded, if that, and taking the win. She had that whole streak for like, what was it, 66 or something like that before Chris took the title from her. I just feel like wrestling itself, just look at people like that and book them all the same way. If he can speak, then why the fuck he hugging and handshaking? Look, it's them. It's a company. I don't got nothing to do with how they booking him. All right. But I've seen his interviews. Takesha can speak English. Okay. How fluent he is, I don't know. He was able to understand everything and respond to everything literally in English. So that's why I said, with everybody, all these people in the Don Callis family, you're not going to be able to see them for the strong suits because there's too many big names in the group. That's the problem. I don't think you're going to get more out of that, but we'll see. We'll see. I do feel like Takesha is going to be the first one to leave that group, though, at some point. Russo had a recent face turn with the IWC. I must have missed this. I didn't know this. Yes, Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa is back on the internet, at least. Thunder Rosa has a podcast with Nyla. Damn, I forgot the name of the damn show. I was watching the clips yesterday. And she posted on her YouTube, I believe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, something like that. So she's at least back on the road, it seems. In all seriousness, peeps are having to eat their words about Russo, especially now that Coach, Coach and Russo beefing right now. All right, I didn't know this was happening. But now, Coach, I'm not watching Coach. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. Then y'all not gonna get me now. I do want to see what Russo talking about. Y'all say he had a little face turn. I'll listen if that's the case. I wouldn't love him or anything, but I'll hear him out. I knew Coach and Russo would blow up since day one. Great chemistry. Hey Tati, I am dreaming. Or did AEW Kaden Carter and her little partner perfect signings for who? Somebody else got signed. Who else got signed over there? The doors is closed, Tony. I don't know about anyone else. Y'all let me know who else is over there. I do not miss Coach and Bro. It's like listening to geniuses compared to everyone else. I'm a brand member, so I love the Russo, CV Richards, Ben Hammond, Jeff Lane deal. Good channel. CV Richards, no, it's a no for me. It's like 2 years, and Tony still booked Jade, but better than Paula Beck. I didn't like how they booked her when she first came. I didn't like how they booked her when she first came to WWE. I thought best case scenario was for her to go to NXT. And remember, she made that one appearance to NXT. I don't know if y'all remember that. She made that one appearance, not wrestling or anything, basically showing her face, and that was it. They brought her over to the main roster, and it didn't take long before it seemed like, oh, forgive me for saying it, I'm just saying how I saw it, but it almost was like, all right, we're gonna throw you in with Bianca and see what we can do. So they did that, and I didn't aesthetically, Jade and Bianca together and how they had a little friendship going, I thought was cute. I like that. But where Bianca was at the time and Jade was at the time in their careers are two different things, And I didn't think that it worked the way that people wanted it to work. There were times where I felt like I was watching Bianca pick up the pieces for Jade. And I was just like, look, Jade, she's going to improve. It's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. But you saw the difference between the two of them still being on the same team. Like Jade is at one point of her career while Bianca was all the way over there. I don't know. For me, I just didn't think that they needed to be together. I didn't think that. And then there was that, oh, they should fight each other at WrestleMania. Why? Why would you want this for Jade? Like, if you want Jade and Bianca to have a match at WrestleMania or wherever it is, Jade had to be in a better place in her career, and she was not there. Not there, especially in that first year of her being in WWE, for people to suggest her to go one-on-one with Bianca at WrestleMania. There's no way. There's no way. TK booked Jade better. Also Penta and oh my god. Penta and Ray Phoenix. I love them in AEW. I did. Actually, real talk, I didn't really care for Ray Phoenix. I just did it. Penta, I always fucked with Penta. I always thought he was a cool one. Penta is so much more versatile than Ray. Like Penta can get in the ring with anybody, and the chemistry is always on point. I don't think he spoke English that well. I'm trying to remember like anything that he's ever said. He didn't speak English that well, but whatever. But he was charismatic, and people like that. People like that. They don't care what language you speak. If you're charismatic and people can enjoy your work in the ring, it's cool. I wish things did work out with them. Like they were an amazing tag team to have, but also them doing singles action was good for them too. But like I said, Penta I did prefer. Ricky Starks was better. He was barely there. Look, Ricky Starks. That's another one. I love Ricky. I did not enjoy him in AEW because they didn't book him like how I wanted him to be booked. Sometimes I feel like, don't get me wrong, because y'all might feel the same way too. I feel like sometimes the fans see more out of the wrestlers than the actual companies that they work for, where we see way more potential. Where we're just like, man, they capable of doing way more than this, and the company's just like, no, we're gonna give you something else. You know, Ricky Starks, something about him, I felt like screamed a star to me. But like that man could not move up on that roster. He could not move up on that roster. When the whole situation happened with CM Punk, he was doing what he was doing. He was doing something on Collision with CM Punk about the what the fuck was it again? Whatever, Danielson got involved or whatever. Ricky had some really great matches with Danielson. Shit was picking up for Ricky at that point. And then, CM Punk got the boot and all that shit happened. And they did put the tag titles. Wait, hold on. The tag titles, was that before? Whatever situation was, Ricky had the title with Big Bill, tag champions. I wasn't necessarily feeling the group at first, but I was just like, all right, two cuties in the same group. I'll give it a little time. They lost the titles for no reason. So Sting and Darby can have that for no reason. And it was something, I think it was a tag tournament they were doing. I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was like a tag tournament for something. Big Bill and Ricky was on it. Ricky took a nasty bump, and everybody thought that he was halfway dead. And then we never saw him on TV again. Y'all remember what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that was it. And the rumors start, flying about Ricky leaving AEW. I mean, the rumors was on way before that, but like those rumors coming out, I was like, no, I hope not, because I would love to see him in AEW and see more for him. And it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So it's, when I think about it, I feel like crying, y'all. Ricky Starks, that man, he deserves so much more. I wanted so much more for him. I could have seen him with that title, or maybe an international title or something. At least, I don't think we got enough out of him. So, I hope he's all right where he's at right now. We'll see. Side note, Invisalign is working for you, Tati. It got your teeth looking like, yes. Looks good. Looks good. It looks good. I'm almost done with it. Almost. Tati doesn't look like a donkey. Don't do Roman like that. Don't do that. Not my tribal chief. Don't do that. Ricky said, hey, Tati, any news when the Renegade Twins might come back? Robin was on 2 weeks ago on Ring of Honor. Charlotte, ever since she got injured, I have not seen her wrestling at all. At all. So I don't know what happened with her in terms of her injury, but I don't know. But Robin, I saw her 2 weeks ago on Ring of Honor. LOL, Roman has cool teeth to me. His teeth before was wild. I never thought, to be honest, I didn't think he needed the veneers. I mean, the veneers, look, because I did consider wanting to get veneers, but I was just like, you know what? Maybe I might look fine without them. If I just get my teeth straight, then maybe that would be fine. And I'm glad I went this route. However, sometimes I feel like veneers be looking too perfect that it look fake. And that's the problem that people have in terms of Roman. They think that it looks too perfect that it doesn't look natural. I don't know if y'all would agree. I see him. I mean, we've seen him long enough. Man, I've seen him way back since FCW, all right? So I know exactly what his smile used to look like. But if I never saw Roman before, I would know that they were veneers. And I think people who wear veneers don't want people to see them and say those are veneers. You know what I mean? They want to have a natural looking smile. And maybe to some people it don't look natural. Yeah, Renegade Twins, only Robin's the only one that I've seen. He's the only one. Left my ass up. I still see lame. Oh, they still look lame. Look, it's not horrible, but it's not the best veneers I've ever seen. I mean, this is the thing. When you get them too white, it looks crazy, and then sometimes it looks so bulky, like that's the main reason why I thought of not getting them, because too many people that I see, it just looks like you got fucking dentures in your mouth, and I was just like, nah. Because then y'all know, like, they have to shave your teeth down so that it doesn't look bulky. If you don't want it to look like you got a fucking block of ice in your mouth, then they have to shave down your teeth. And I'm just like, I would hate to do that. What if the veneers come off and now I look like an idiot? So some people, depending on situation, they have no choice but to do it. And some other people, if you can afford it, make it, say, look, I need you to look as natural as possible, as natural as possible. And the whitest shade of white is not natural. It is not. When's Persephone debuting in AEW? Tony made a raid on her when they signed the contract. I'm sure he did. Persephone's still booked for the upcoming CMLL shows. That I don't know. I don't know when she'll actually be on the show. So, she was on Ring of Honor. She did a little thing with Athena for a little bit for the last pay-per-view last month. Maybe she can come on over and feud with like Statlander, or what's her name again? Willow, for the CBS title. She don't gotta win, but incorporating her with the girls since she's already been signed, they can do that. At least that. WrestleMania will be Jay versus Bianca, Becky versus AJ Lee, and maybe Charlotte turns face and faces Alexa Bliss. Look, Jade, she's made improvements, right? I don't think she made that much improvements for Bianca. Bianca said, "Look, my finger hurting. I need to stay home." The fancy more, cough, cough, wink, wink, Salvation Army. Roberto, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked. Top Flight is amazing. They are, I don't care what, this is what I was saying. Now y'all got the Rascals coming in here taking Top Flight spot. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The more and more, that's why, who was it that said earlier about, oh, we waiting for Cope and our stepdaddy to come back? Why are we waiting for Adam Copeland and our stepdaddy to come back with FTR, who's already had the titles? How many times they had the titles again? 3-4 times. Well, we could be having other people at least feuding with FTR. So y'all may tell me that Top Flight just sitting back there eating catering? That's it? They're a really great team. They can be doing so much more. So much more. Penta sounds like a regular person when he was Unreal. I liked when he had some mystery to him. Oh, that's another thing too. I like when wrestlers do have that mysteriousness about them, where you don't know too much about them. So for me, that's why I say, like, AEW, I wouldn't do a type of show like that. I do like when the less you know, the better. At least for me. Roman's look phase. Not Roman. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best. No, it's not the best. Roman looks like he got chiclets in his mouth. Like, Dennis the Menace. Oh my god, it's not that bad, Roberto. God damn, it's not that bad. I mean, it's definitely apparent that he got it done, but it's not that bad. AJ Lee, still a thing. I said this when she was active, by the way. I've never been a fan of AJ Lee. I don't think she was bad or whatever. It's not that. I mean, when AJ Lee was over there, y'all had the Bella twins in them on that roster. Of course she was better than them. Like, what else did you have to look forward to? I've never been a fan. I don't think she was bad or anything, but I never found her to be interesting. Not for me. I don't care. I said, oh wait, I forgot to ask, is Sotley selling something I missed, or is he not on no damn wheelchair? Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. I don't know if you saw, hey, what match was it? The last pay-per-view, Stoltz was supposed to go through a table. He slid, his bald head ass slid right off the table. And I think he slightly hit his head on the announce table. I'll have to go back to see if he actually made contact. His head made contact with the table. But from right there is where, the next time we see him, he on a wheelchair. So I don't think it's bad or anything. I think he's fine. I think he's just playing into that last little bump he took. GoFundMe merch? What? No, he doesn't. He has. Does he? Solely got merch? That I don't know, but he has this website for the Stoltz Foundation. He's looking for donations to cover all these medical bills and shit that he said he got. If you go on the website, it's a real website, but when you click on the link to donate, it actually doesn't work because they don't really want you to donate to his ass because ain't nothing wrong with him. So they're selling it the best they can, but he's fine. He's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Roberta said, "Be safe." Well, you know what? Hold on. Y'all got me here for almost 3 hours. I didn't even realize. I always tell people, if you get me talking about wrestling, you'll probably never get me to shut up. I was literally in the middle of packing my little suitcase to go to Dallas tomorrow. So I'm literally going to wake up like 5 a.m. to do some work before I head over to Dallas early in the afternoon. For a Collision on Saturday. As long as they don't cancel the damn thing, they're not going to cancel it. They had that little winter storm that barely did anything but a couple of, snow flakes or whatever. So they canceled it last week. But I did get an email earlier about the show still being on. So I will see y'all. Well, no, I won't be back. GM will be live for a Collision on Saturday on her channel. I'll be at the show. I'll be front row on the right side, front row, first seat on the right side, like how you're facing the TV now. I got my cute little outfit. It's a black dress, and it has like spider webs on it, and I got my cute beret with spider webs. Oh, it's so cute. I know it probably sounds like, girl, what the fuck are you wearing? But it does look good. It looks good. So y'all see me. Y'all see my black ass right there on Saturday in front of the TV. So I'll do a review on Ring of Honor. Yeah, safe travels, absolutely. So I'll do my review on Ring of Honor in a moment. And then on Saturday, I'll be at the show. So make sure you guys check out GM's channel to watch the watch along. I'll see you guys then. Good night.